11-6.
Kept it, I know they would say, "Oh, well, he kept the tag applied." He could have kept the tag applied and not straddled homeboy. You know what I mean? He could have moved his leg. So.
Oh, it was fine. It's just.
I'm just saying.
Ramirez
I
just
mean,
had a little.
it wasn't necessary.
Nothing wrong.
He didn't need to get to that extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong.
Bills in a last-second field goal or a last-second touchdown by Aaron Rodgers to take the division.
He's kicking field goals too. I want to bet.
Right?
I want.
Good evening, everybody. Holy shit, we nailed it. Nailed it. No fucking playback on the intro. We're live, baby. Oh, shit. I think they fixed the internet while I was gone the last 2 days. Well, man, it is Thursday night. We have a packed show for you. As always, the first hour, we'll talk a little of that World Series, Rangers. We talk a little of the NBA trade, James Harden. We haven't been live since we talked that. Plus all the NFL trade news. And then the second half of the show, we'll be making all our picks against the spread. Speaking of making picks, shout out to the guys at the Real Fresh channel. I was on their show last night for their little pick'em show. It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed being on that show with them guys. So if you get a chance, just hit the old search bar, the Real Fresh, and channel on YouTube, and give them a listen. It was good. Those Canadian guys, a lot of fun. So was great. Man, it seems so long ago. I was going to say, speaking of the World Series, I was going to save this for our closing, but I want to open it up. It's crazy. 7 years ago at this time, I was in Chicago watching the Cubs win the World Series. It might be the greatest day of my life. I mean, I know there's this thing called kids being born in your marriage, but them kids ain't been here my whole life. My wife ain't been around my whole life. You know what I've been a fan of my whole motherfucking life? The goddamn Chicago Cubs. Them kids, having kids, they didn't have to hear me get ridiculed my whole life growing up about the Cubs are never going to win the fucking World Series. They're never going to do this. You're never, I live in my majority of my life. I have lived right here in the heart of Cardinal country, an hour and a half outside of St. Louis. You know how many Cardinal fans there are? Thousands, hundreds, where I live. You know how many Cubs fans I grew up with? Zero. And then I was about 20. I met my early 20s. I met one of my best friends, friend of the program, Craig. He's a Cubs fan. So like two Cubs fucking fans in thousands of fucking Cardinal country. So the Cubs won the World Series in 2016. I mean, that ranks right up there. Maybe the best day of my life. And I didn't do anything. So, but man, as far as sports achievements, I guess, and sports witnessing, nothing will ever top that because it had been so long. Took the drive 8 hours plus to Chicago, watched the game outside the bar. Couldn't get in because it was like $300 to get into the bar. Watch the game. I'll never forget. Blown lead in the ninth. Knew we come too far. It was just an incredible experience. I'll never forget it. But it is that anniversary today, 7 years ago. Time flies. Seems a long time ago, but doesn't seem that long ago either. But it's a day I'll definitely never forget the rest of my life. So November 2nd, 2016 was one of the best days of my life. So speaking of this he's been able to witness his team play great for years. And we've missed him on the show the last few weeks. He's been sick. I think he was in Germany trying to talk up the Dolphins, saying, hey, boys, they're calling us frauds out there. They're calling us fucking frauds. And they got a big game against the Chiefs this Sunday. Give it up for none other than Mr. Yankee fan Johnny Cruz.
What's going on, man? Happy to be back. No, I wasn't in Germany, although I would love to go over there and check it out. Nah, man. I've been a little under the weather. Had to shut it down for a couple weeks, but I'm feeling a little better and anxious to be back. Definitely missed you guys. Missed being on the show, talking with you guys. So I'm happy to be back here with you guys, and we're gonna have some fun tonight, man. We're gonna be back, like you mentioned before the show, old school now. It's just us two to start it off, and then the guys will come in a little bit later on. But we're gonna have some fun, man. A lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah, Sam says he has baby duties, but I just think he's too nervous watching the Titans lose right now, 7-2. 7-3, and maybe Will Levis coming down a little bit, as well.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling if it was the score was reversed, or if the Titans were up, 14-3, I think Sam would be definitely starting the show with us.
Yeah, instead they're down 7-3. They sacked Levis 3 times. If the Steelers had some sort of, oh my God, he was wide open there, offense, they should be up 14-3 in this game, but they just can't. Kenny Pickett he looks bad. He just looks. He doesn't.
I know he's got like some ribs. He got a rib injury. He had a not so long ago and stuff. But
last week he got hurt. He did get hurt.
He's just not hitting the open guy too, man. So like you said, if they had any kind of offense with this defense that they playing, they would definitely be scary, bro. This Pittsburgh Steelers team.
Yeah. Speaking of hurt, and I'll listen, and we'll make these picks. We're going to get into the picks a little bit later here, Johnny. But listen to these Week 9 quarterback matchups, and when the other guys get in, I'll revise this. I'll retell them again. But here is our Week 9 quarterback matchups. Man, this is incredible stuff we're going to get this weekend, Johnny. You got Daniel Jones versus Aiden O'Connell. Remember, Danny Dimes is coming back from an injury too. You got Jaron Hall, who the fuck is that, versus Taylor Heineke. You got Clayton Tune, who the fuck is that, versus PJ Walker. You got Tyson Bagnet versus Derek Carr, which, we know who Derek Carr is, and I don't know why Derek Carr's on that list, but, nonetheless. Then you got Brett Ripken versus Jordan Love. This is, boy, class fucking act. What happened to the days?
Yeah, you definitely got me there, because I was thinking about all the actual good matchups and shit. So I was like getting all excited and shit to talk about dude, I don't even know half those guys that you just fucking said to me, bro. Holy shit. I think the Ripping kid is Mark Rippen's like nephew or some shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know half those names. We know the kid from Chicago. Because he played last week or whatever, last couple
2 weeks. This is his third game starting now. So
this is wild.
And that doesn't include Will Levis versus Kenny Pickett tonight. You know what I mean?
And this has been ugly too. But no, that was well done, bro. Because I was not expecting that. Because we actually got some really, really good matchups.
Your game is the best game of the week, and we'll talk about that. A little bit later. The Dolphins Chiefs game is the best game of the week. I firmly.
Well, to start off the Sunday,
the Bengals Bills game too is going to be.
Yeah, I was going to say you start off the Sunday morning at 9:30 with Miami KC, which is a good matchup there, and then to end the night with Buffalo in Cincinnati. That's a nice beginning and end to a nice Sunday.
There's a lot of shit in between that, but that's a really good appetizer and a really good dessert. Now some of the main course isn't very fucking good, I don't think.
Nah, man, it's a bunch of shit where you're moving the vegetables all around your plate and shit, trying to find something good to eat. Because it is a bunch of crap.
It's where your mom made your plate for you, and you're trying to separate it all out because you don't really want to eat it.
Yeah, there's holy shit. Now that you mention it, bro, it's like really. Yeah, you go from 9:30. You go from 9:30 to you just want to fall right into that 4:00 game with the Cowboys at Philly because everything else is a bunch of crap. Seahawks Baltimore is probably gonna be a good game, and that'll be the best 1:00 game. Seahawks at Baltimore Ravens. So, there's a lot of crap, but there's 4 or 5 like solid games, man. Impactful games too, man.
Yeah. Your game, obviously, the Bills-Bengals game, and we'll talk about that. When we break down all the games. Let's talk a little baseball, though, Johnny. The Rangers win last night. Finish their improbable. Needs the beef. There's nothing in between. A lot of shit. The Rangers win last night. Win the World Series to cap off their improbable run. 5 games. Over one of the lowest rating. I think we all knew the ratings were going to be dog shit. Not too many people are signing up to watch the Rangers Diamondbacks World Series. But it was down 22% from last year. I think the MLB will make sure this never fucking happens ever again. They're like, we got to fix this shit. But that's on the Rangers winning the World Series.
Yeah, props to them. Shout out to Alan. Alan Perales obviously is a big time Texas Rangers fan, so he's happy as hell. I mean, it was a decently played series. Yes, they didn't get the views. That Arizona team's they're young, bro. So they're gonna,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And they're fun to watch. I know they lost,
they
but
are.
they were fun to watch. They
Yeah,
were a lot of fun.
they were fun to watch. Texas just had, you know what I'm saying? They just had those guys that could swing the bat. Corey Seager's a beast.
Yeah, second player ever, first player ever to win, second player ever to win a World Series MVP on two different teams.
Yep.
Outside of Reggie Jackson is the other guy, and the first guy to ever do it in different leagues.
Right.
And there's only been a handful of guys who've ever been World Series MVP twice. Bob Gibson. Let's see, Sandy Koufax is one of them, and there's somebody else, but the list is short as far as two-time World Series MVPs.
Yeah, and I was a little, I ain't gonna fry. I was a little concerned when Garcia got, pulled the muscle in the side. I was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Because he had been playing so well leading up to this World Series, so you thought that might be a little something. They're pitching after Evaldi Montgomery. You were a little like, who else do they really have? Because Scherzer, you couldn't really count on him. But they were swinging the bats, man. But between Simeon and Seager, it was incredible, man. And they just you know what I'm saying? The home runs just won it for them, and Nathan Evaldi pitched a gem that last game, and it was the kid from Arizona was pitching a no-hitter.
Yeah, all the way to the seventh.
Yeah, man. So he was pitching well, and then it was just that fluky hit from Corey Seager off the end of the bat that just kind of you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was getting tattooed, and then of course the home runs after that is what
Well, he was pulled out, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't,
But all in all, I'm a baseball fan, so I like baseball regardless. You know what I'm saying? I mean, did I watch every minute of it? No. You know what I'm saying? But I watched enough of it, you know what I'm saying, to see what was going on and enjoy it. But yeah, man. I mean, baseball has become more of a regional sport. So if it's not your team, a lot of people aren't going to be that invested in it. But excuse me, shout out to, like I said, to Allen and all the Texas Rangers fans. They got their first one, especially after the shit that happened 10 years ago when they were right there, ready to win it, and then St. Louis just pulled it out from under them and shit. So good for them for getting their first one. And Bruce Bochy he's a Hall of Fame manager, bro.
That's what I was going to ask you. Where do you rank Bruce? So you're a couple years older than me, and we'll have to ask Jonathan this same question on Monday. I'd like to get his opinion on it. Where do you rank Bruce Bochy as far as like all time on our list in Hall of, in your eyes is the best? Like to me, it's you can make a case he's number one, right? Right next to maybe Joe Torre and Tony La Russa, right? Like those three are the class.
Yeah,
and then
I think you can throw Tito in there too. I
put Tito just below. Tito won two, right?
Yeah,
he won two. So
yeah, he just won two. I mean, he did take the Cleveland Indians to, the Guardians to.
They were the Indians at the time.
True that. But no, I mean, he's right up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he.
It's funny, he comes on after they fucking score the goddamn touchdown. But where was he when they was losing? You know what I mean? He wasn't even nowhere to be found when they were losing.
That's what we were saying. If they were up 14-3, he would have been on the show from jump.
Yeah, he would have been like, boys, I'm sick. The baby, and he's calling himself the baby. Got problems.
So right. You're so right.
But Derrick Henry scores a touchdown, and now it's 10-7, and look who decides to show up.
I guess. I mean, that's how you want to look at it.
Well, Johnny, is that not the facts? I am stating simple facts.
No, you're stating bullshit like you did, but that's okay.
Where were you? Where were you? Were you on the show when they were losing 7-3?
And the Titans got ahead. Now you're on. Heaven forbid.
Exactly. That's the facts.
You be in the room holding your baby, trying to get him back to bed so you can get on the show. So
we don't know that. I don't know. I'm just calling it from my point of view.
I'm just going to see beep, beep, beep. That's all I hear.
Sam, how you feeling about this game, man?
I don't feel good. I think I told Nick this Monday. I just want a quarterback. That's all I want.
Right now, it's been mediocre-ish.
It's been sloppy. They're going to call everything today, apparently.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Both sides. So, I mean, I'm dropping offensive linemen like flies. But I'll hand it to Levis so far, poised, making plays when he has to make plays. So that's about all I got.
Considering the defense that they're going up against, I mean, it hasn't been too bad.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's making a couple plays.
Pittsburgh,
He doesn't seem overwhelmed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If Kenny Pickett puts it on Pickens a couple times, they should be winning this game.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, but so far, I think the Titans have 2 guys on him the entire time. I think they decided it's going to be somebody else.
Right.
Yeah, anybody but George Pickett. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think that's their decision. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, look at that shot throwing somebody. This throw right here. He catches this. He puts it on him. Pickett's gone for fucking 6, maybe. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah.
At least 30, 40 yards.
Right. I agree.
But I know Kenny Pickett's a little banged up, but Jesus, if it's that bad, fucking put Trubisky in. You know?
Yeah. At least he can hit a wide open man. You know.
Yeah. Can he?
Well, he'll hit a wide open man on both teams, Johnny.
What drives me absolutely crazy as a Titans fan, I always have to make a mediocre offense look absolutely superb. Every single first drive. It's happened every game this year. It drives me absolutely bonkers. And I don't understand it. It's like they don't wake up until another series. I don't get it. I just don't get it, man.
All right, hey, try being a Packers fan. We don't play until the 4th quarter, and we're already out of it. So, bro, I
do not want to hear you complaining about your Packers, bro. This is the first year in like 35 years.
Shut up.
He can complain about his Packers. It's fine.
He can.
Yeah.
I'm about to have a bitch fest here. I'll guarantee you that. So, he can complain about his Packers.
Yeah, don't make me start rooting for the Steelers,
we were talking about the World Series and
yes,
we were talking actually about your guy Terry Francona. So Johnny, I put Francona. So I in those three, I got Joe Torre, Tony La Russa, and Bruce Bochy. Kind of all 3 right there. You were splitting hairs.
I mean, we're talking about like in our generation, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, because all time that's a hard, subject to touch.
I mean, 4 World Series, Bruce Bochy is probably still right there. All time.
Yeah, definitely. Him and Torrey are definitely up there. La Russa probably as well too. But I mean, if you go back in the day, like there was managers winning, a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can ask Scott that, about his high school days and shit. But I mean, I like Bruce Bochy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
I'm talking the last 40 years here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Doing it for a couple different teams. Saying he's the old school type. He doesn't, he follows his gut. Yes, he listens to the numbers and he takes the numbers in. But he doesn't just live or die by the numbers like a lot of these teams are doing now. So it was nice to see that. See him get that win again for Texas to get their first one was good. I really like the Arizona team. Jonathan, shout out to Jonathan Grisham. He nailed it from before the season started. He was all over Arizona. They are a fun team to watch, and I think they had 4 players that were 23 years old or something like that. So those kids are young and they're up and coming. The manager's young. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Arizona, but this is Texas's time right now, so they can have their moment for now. But they got a nice squad too, man. They paid a lot of money for that squad, but they got a nice team there too. If they can get a couple more pitchers.
And then next year you hope you got Scherzer, and then maybe DeGrom comes back in the second half or so.
True. I mean, if they're smart, they'll probably re-sign Montgomery as well. So
I think you got to.
Yeah. He played well for them down the stretch there, so he's good.
You're gonna flag Big Jeff? Oh, come on. Gee whiz. This is so garbage. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's okay. They did it against TJ Watt, too, on a clean hit. So I guess this is the night it's going to be.
The refs are making known they're here today.
He's getting sacked in mid-throw. I mean, for God's sake.
I mean,
you can't lay on the guy. That's what they're going to say. You can't lay on him.
They're 300-pound men running straight up. They can't stop.
Well, they expect you to, Sam.
Yeah,
I guess so. Man. That's crazy. I guess so.
I mean, they have to find a happy medium, man. These referees, they either don't call shit or just call everything.
It's
like, you know what I'm saying? You got to let them play a little bit, man.
Oh, that was a big run by Warren. They look so much better when Warren's got Warren's
they do. Warren's a good player. I think he should get more carries than
Naj.
Najee's slow out the gate.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I think this Rangers team can go on a I don't know. It's hard. No teams won back-to-back World Series since you're Yankees, Johnny.
They got a core. They got a good core. You know,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they got the pieces to do it. They got the manager that can do it. Yes, of course, you said they're gonna have to deal with Houston, just like they did this year. But
You don't want to call
yeah,
it home? All right.
it should, them winning the World Series is definitely going to help them as far as their confidence going into next season and being able to beat Houston. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. But yeah, they definitely got the pieces there. If some guys can come back healthy, like you mentioned, if DeGrom comes back healthy, Scherzer, they're not going to expect maybe a fifth starter out of him. It's not like he's going to be his dominant self anymore. So they're going to have to get another pitcher.
Still a good solid. I mean, if Montgomery, Scherzer, DeGrom, like that's evolved. You know what I mean? Like that's a good starting.
That's what I'm saying. If he's your number 4 or 5 starter, you're not going to expect him to. You're not going to expect him to throw 180 innings.
Thank you for stopping the run, boys.
They're
at the doorstep. Thank you for stopping the run. I appreciate that. Yeah,
I'll take just a jump ball to George Pickett right here, and then for a touchdown.
Najee Harris needs to throw it, right?
I don't give a fuck who throws.
I must say you don't give a shit who throws as long as Pickens catches it.
Yeah, then I'm back. I got a touchdown by my guy, and Steelers up by 4, which their spread's 3. So, hey, I really think it's going to be a push. I think Steelers win this game by 3. So I really think it's going to be a push. But
yeah, I mean, it's that. I don't know, man. I mean, like it could honestly finish, 14-10. Honestly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or
I do think so too.
17-14. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Wouldn't
I mean,
surprise me.
If Tennessee can make a stop, man, if they could stop the run and make this kid have to beat them, I think that's their best chance. You know what I'm saying? Put it on Kenny Pickett to have to win the game, and I think you know what I'm saying. I think Tennessee could win this game, but
they're doing that. They're doing what the Colts did, which is a good idea. I'm just mad that the Titans haven't adjusted yet. They're doing that patient where they're bunched up and then he decides to which direction to run. It'd be nice if my team would do that once in a while, for God's sake. Anyway, but it's how it is. It's just it's the same with Derek, right? We can't critique Derek if you're a Titans fan, but you can. If you run right into a wall instead of the hole, homeboy, you ain't going nowhere. Okay. Drives me crazy.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
These Thursday games, man. I mean,
they're sloppy. God, they're sloppy.
Yeah, they are, man. They are.
That's why I thought the Steelers would win this game. It fits what they do. Sloppy, close game.
Right. It's also low scoring defensive game.
Yeah, you slop on some nuts.
Yeah, who's sloppier, right? Who's sloppier?
Hey, there was a big. Let's talk the NBA real quick, and then we'll get back into the football here. But big NBA trade. James Harden shipped out. Finally, they finally get rid of him to the Clippers. I don't understand the Clippers making this move. James Harden to me is, a cancer, my friends. He even said he's not a system player. He is the system. In his press conference today. I get it that he wanted to go play in LA and it'd be a cool story with him, PG, James Harden, Kawhi, Russ, like 4 kids from California to lead the lowly Clippers franchise to the NBA Finals. But I don't know how they do this, Johnny, and there's not enough basketball. I know we've been in the super team era, but we've seen a lot of super teams not work. And I think we're going to see this one not work.
Well,
it's just James Harden.
First and foremost, how many games is Kawhi going to be able to play? Is he going to be able to stay healthy? Yeah. PG hasn't exactly been the picture of health the last few years as well. I think Russ is probably the only one that's stays healthy. Even James Harden has had his issues. I'm sure he'll be in shape now that he's going to a team that he wants to play for. But
yeah,
I honestly I think it's a ticking time bomb until either him and Russ go at it or he starts complaining about something over there as well. Maybe he kind of keeps it in, for this first season, and we'll see what happens. But if they hit a tough patch and they wind up losing a bunch of games, how are they going to respond to that? It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
I like Kawhi, so I mean,
What's
I'd
that?
rather them win than the
Sorry, I don't know.
Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So if they win,
Yeah.
whatever. But I don't know, man. It just seems like wherever he goes, I mean, it's okay at first, but then after a while, saying he starts to irk people or whatever. But it's just, I don't know. It's just frustrating that these guys whine and want to get out of situations that they're in, and they go exactly where it is that they want to go. This is the fourth time that he's done this already, and he gets his way every time. So of course he's going to
I
continue.
think this is his last stop, right? This has got to be his last stop. Like how many?
I mean,
this has got to be
the
his
shit
last
is that
chance.
when he went to Philly, people were saying that nobody else is going to want him, and then look, like I'm with you. I don't understand why the Clippers did it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been a headache everywhere he's gone. So we'll see what happens here, but. Like I said, first things first is Kawhi and PG got to stay healthy. If they stay healthy, of course, it's a good team, but I don't think they're better than Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're better than Milwaukee or Boston. You know what I'm saying? We'll see who else in the West can give them some competition. But yeah, like I said, first things first is they gotta stay healthy. See what happens.
Yeah, I agree. Kawhi's got to stay healthy, but who's the leader on this team? Like Kawhi's, he doesn't seem like the demanding type. We know James.
He should be the leader. He's the best. Kawhi is the best player.
He got to stay on the floor.
Right. That's the shit. And is he a vocal type leader? I mean, how there's different ways to lead, I guess, but I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of strong personalities in one locker room, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see what is it Ty Lue that's out there coaching them.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what he can do with them. But again, I don't put them over Denver. You know what I'm saying, in the West. So I think even if Anthony Davis actually plays games and isn't on the sidelines, I think the Lakers are probably better than them. Phoenix is better. But it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, man. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a fun NBA season, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so far, I mean, I haven't paid a whole lot of attention. It's still early. I know they're doing the in-season tournament bullshit right now that nobody gives a flying fuck about. But
they're doing it already.
Ask you guys that tonight. I was like,
when does that start? When does that start?
It started now. It's been started. It started. They're doing the group play, Johnny, like soccer.
I click on my Bleacher
Report. Bro, the fucking season just started.
Tournament. What?
Yeah.
So why not just have the tournament like to start the season off?
That's what they're doing.
I mean, but why even play any games? Just open the season up with a tournament.
Well, the in-season tournament is part of the 82 games, but these
I get
games,
all that, but you play a week.
Know it.
You play for a week, and then you start the tournament.
Yeah, I guess they're playing group play. I don't fucking know. I'm not really paying attention about it because I
didn't know it was all like that already. I thought it was gonna be like around Christmas or some shit that they were gonna do.
I think that's the cult of like around like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Okay.
Is the end of it? You know what I mean?
Right. See, so I don't even know like what the what the rules are, how the shit works, or what you know what I'm saying. Like
I don't know.
Like
they lost me an in-season tournament.
Play?
Yeah, group play.
I mean, that sounds kind of interesting if it was just if they did it like if they did it kind of like a March Madness style where it's just one play, you know what I'm saying, just go at it, you know what I'm saying, 16 on this side, 16 on that side, and then lead up to one against one or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But this whole soccer shit with groups and shit like what?
Yeah,
what?
Then so many points, and then you advance, and then
see now you getting too difficult, man. Just fucking play, and whoever wins moves on.
Fucking play basketball.
I mean? Right. Yes, exactly.
Why are we making? Hey, nobody get. I understand they're trying to emphasize early on this season how important it is. Look, first of all, you want to emphasize it more. Cut your fucking games down. Get rid of 82. Go to 72.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Start at
70 or even 70. They can do 70 35 piece.
Yeah. Start at fucking Christmas. You know what I mean? Nobody's paying a fucking attention to you right fucking now. So straight dookie cheeks. I like Russ Westbrook. I like Russ.
I like Russ too. It's good. Like I said, he's the only one that he's going to be on the court. You know what I'm saying? Unless something serious happens to him. Otherwise, he's playing. But he this whole load management with the NBA too is part of why they're doing this type of shit. It's also why they implemented the whole you have to play at least 65 games to be eligible for any kind of
I like that
awards.
because too many people
I'm
are
glad.
sitting there.
I'm glad. Yes, man, because the shit is that they don't even, the players don't even give a shit about not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, cool. They don't mind not playing.
Some of them do, some of them don't. You know what I mean? It's the mindset, right? Like some of it's like, hey, I'm going to play because I know there might be a chance somebody's only game that they ever come see me. I want to make sure I'm there. You know, the
right. And I mean, and again, I understand these guys saying, oh, well, they're trying to save their bodies for the end of the season, but all the old school dudes played every fucking game. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's part of seeing, can you make it through the season to be able to put, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to take 25 games off every year, you know what I'm saying? That I don't know, man. Like I agree with you though. They could even if they just knocked off 10, like you said, and make it down to 72, and start at Christmas. They would own Christmas, bro, if they did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just start that whole week of Christmas or whatever, going into Christmas and New Year's, and then just run it from there. That's not a bad idea, actually. I wouldn't mind that at all.
I know. Sometimes less is more.
This whole in-tournament shit, I don't even know what the hell's going on.
I don't care. I could care less.
I just want to see guys play basketball.
And they like hype it up to the video. I remember Richard Jefferson was on like the two teams. Guess what? If they win, they get free trip to Vegas, baby. Like they fucking professional NBA players. They get fucking trips to Vegas anytime the fuck they want. Like they'll be playing live in Vegas.
Right.
Like
I haven't seen those commercials yet. I can't wait to see one now. But I mean they got to prop it up, but these guys
it
are
was
making...
when it was first announced. Richard Jefferson was like,
okay. Was he?
Yeah, it's like if these two teams win, they get a trip to Vegas, baby. Like
I love your announcer voice. It's really good.
Yeah. Especially that fake enthusiasm that they have, because that's not a big deal at all. Like you mentioned,
that's a big deal. Hey, if I want a trip to Vegas, like you could win a trip. The three of you, if you win this dodgeball tournament, win a free trip to Vegas. I'm like, shit, boys, let's do this because we ain't billionaires.
Yes.
You millionaires get to go. They motherfucking go to Vegas. Half of them there right now.
Right.
Nick can do the recap for a Dragon Ball Z episode. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Did he catch that? Holy crap!
But no, you're right on that, man. Especially with the salaries that these kids are making it's freaking insane, bro. Like 5 years, 250 million. Like that's wild, bro. That's the other part of the whole. You can't play every game. Like you're making, you know what I'm saying, however $1 million each game. You know what I'm saying? Or each game is like $500,000. You can't play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down here in Florida or whatever. So of course, I'm close to the Miami Heat and Orlando and stuff. But Jimmy Butler, like they put him down as a rest day for the third game of the season.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck you mean it's the third game of the season. You need rest already? Like what is that? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I hear that. That's why shout out to Anthony Edwards and those younger guys that they want to play every game. Like you mentioned, there's fans.
Rare breed, man.
Like we ain't got it like that. Like you mentioned, if we got a free trip to Vegas, we'd be happy as shit because we ain't got it like that. So for a family to put the money together to take their kids to a game, and then the best players don't play,
and the NBA is the most expensive one to go to.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, no, I completely get that. So whatever they can do to kind of emphasize guys actually playing the games, you know what I'm saying? And another thing that the NBA can do, you know what? You want the guys to play more, don't give them so many back-to-backs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said. Like
another part of your if you cut the season down a little bit, right? You don't need as many back-to-backs, maybe guys would play more.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Limit the games.
Right.
You're not playing on back-to-backs. That's what everybody complains about, right? The back-to-back and
right. Is it just me, or does he have kind of like a funky delivery? Like the way the ball comes out of his hand,
how come Hopkins can literally mug Porter on that pass and then no offensive pass interference?
I don't know. I have to see it from like start to finish.
They need some offense in this game, bro. So they're gonna let him do whatever.
Hopkins is hugging him.
He's grabbing him too.
Grabbed him by the shoulders, was trying to move Joey Porter.
If you want to do like collection of blame, maybe Hopkins, but I don't know.
I mean, it's good.
that's
No
a
call.
nice-
I guess no call on both
Bro,
sides.
he's making
Yeah,
some
I
nice
guess so.
throws, bro. He's making some nice throws.
Somebody
like I
said,
said,
like-
he's got a little Phillip Rivers, the way it kind of comes out, a little sidearm, a little
Right.
sidearm to him.
Oh, had Spears wide open.
Yeah, he got a little happy feet in there.
Yeah, you got to put it on him. Puts that on him. It's a touchdown.
Look,
I don't know, Sam. I like the way he's playing, bro.
Yeah,
I like the way he's playing.
He's not getting rattled.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you're in Pittsburgh against that defense.
Your O-line's trash.
Yeah, if he puts that right on him, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, he got a little too excited there. You can
Well,
kind
his
of
feet
tell.
weren't set. If you look back, his feet weren't set.
They weren't
You know
set.
what I mean?
He was happy
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
It was almost like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
They're going to kick the field goal. I don't like that play call.
I don't either. He's throwing well. You should let him do it.
Throw it one more time.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, damn, you guys are way ahead of me then.
Stop settling for the field goal.
Well, I mean, this is Vrabel, though. You know what I'm saying? You take the points, you go into halftime, happy that you're up 13-10.
Sure, but it's not.
The shit is, I was going to pick up this kicker, man, because I need a kicker for this week.
The issue is that sometimes he's not that way, and he goes for it unnecessarily on fourth down.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got this player mentality. It's like, we good, Holmes, we're going for it. And I'm like, good God, dude. We're in the beginning of the damn game.
I ain't going to front, though. I would want to play for him, bro.
No,
listen,
I go to the church of Vrabel and whatnot, but he drives me crazy. What's
I just saw the Spears play.
Oh, yeah.
I said you guys are way ahead of me.
Well, Vrabel's not happy about it. You can tell, but I think he's just going to think that's what's best. Get him to the locker room. Let him talk to Levis.
That's the thing. You got a rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? If you can go into going into halftime up 13-10.
That's a good little 2-minute drill right there by Levis.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That you got to take the positives out of it so that way you can keep the kids' confidence going. But he doesn't look.
Vrabel shaking his head, rocking off field. Somebody's getting the ass chewing.
I'd like to see a fight. Him and Mike Tomlin. I said that on the Real Fresh show last night. I said, man,
I like Mike Tomlin and whole shit, bro. But I got my money on Vrabel, bro.
No,
Vrabel's got him by like 50 pounds, bro.
Vrabel's a dog, dude.
Vrabel, Mike Tomlin, Dan Campbell, and just in a fight. Or Vrabel and Dan Campbell would be a fucking just a good bar brawl.
When they
fighting, I know this is off topic. Go ahead, Sam. Finish up.
Okay, if Dan Campbell and Mike Vrabel fight, it's gonna be one of those fights that make tornadoes happen on the other side of the world. It's like something is wrong with the Earth's atmosphere, and it's just these two giant titans fighting on top of a volcano or some shit. You know,
what was it, Hancock or whatever with Will Smith?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah, but talking about fighting, I wasn't on. I haven't been on for a little bit. That the Fury fight,
Francis and Fury,
bro. I think homeboy won that fight.
I said it. I said it on Sunday. I said Ngannou won.
Yeah, he did, bro.
I said you can't. Everybody who watched that fight knows that Francis won that fight.
Right. I mean, I'm glad I wound up. I watched the replay of it or whatever. But
yeah,
homeboy was in there, like, you know what I'm saying. And Fury took him for granted.
You knocked down the heavyweight champion of the world.
Right.
In your first ever boxing
fight.
Right.
And he kept going toe to toe him. All Fury had was the jab. That was it. And it was to keep him away from him. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't trying to get hit again.
He tried, and Fury tried what he can do, what he does best is he's really stronger than a lot of guys in the clinches, right? Like he'll lay on them and wear them down a little bit.
You ain't doing that shit with him, bro.
Francis is a fucking freight truck, bro. Like it's a fucking semi truck.
Yes, he is.
And I was actually listening to an interview with his coach, Eric Nitzik, who is his MMA and was at the coach. And, everybody was like, if you go on like Francis's YouTube and he's like posting clips, people are like, is he trolling? This is awful. He's like, well, it looks bad because my arms are so fucking tired because I'm getting tired of getting hit by a semi truck every fucking day. Does anybody else want to come hold pads for Francis? Because, that's why it looks so bad because the rest of us are tired. Our arms are hurting because we're getting hit by a semi truck every single day. And I was like, yo, that's he's got a solid point. And like, don't sign me up. I ain't holding pads for Francis.
I ain't gonna front, bro. I was impressed with him. I thought Fury would take him out midway through the fight. I didn't think he'd knock him out early because homeboy's big, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I thought Fury, you know what I'm saying, with his technical skills, but you could tell, I mean, because he's never in great shape. But
no.
It don't look like he trained at all, bro. Like he was just steady.
He looked in better shape than he did at the press. So the first press conference, he looked real fat and out of shape. And then, he's never in great shape. But I don't know if he took Francis lightly. But he never should have. He shouldn't have. And our Francis just, I mean, kudos to. I literally thought Francis won. And
I'm with you. I thought he got robbed. He got robbed, bro. They didn't.
One judge had it by Fury by 3 fucking points. I'm like, there's no fucking way.
There's no way. That was such a we don't want boxing to look bad.
Yeah.
Said we cannot let this MMA guy come here and
who's
take
never
the heavyweight
beat the
heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I'm concerned, homeboy the champ in my eyes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he went toe with him.
They built that as who's the baddest man on the motherfucking planet. Well, the baddest man on the fucking planet, his name's Francis Ngannou.
Yep, I'm with you on that one, bro.
I don't know how.
And I heard homeboy had like a fight scheduled for 2 months later, and he had to reschedule that shit. And he pushed that shit back because he's like,
his face is all fucked up.
I wasn't expecting to get my ass whooped, so we got to move that back a little bit. Is there any chance that he gives this kid a rematch? I don't think he wants any more of that shit.
There's talk. So, like, that's the thing. So, I'll give you, like, I don't know how much you know of, like, Francis's history of, like, everything. So, I'll just give you. So, Francis grew up in the poor country of Cameroon, was a slave, was in, like, the coal, like, the mine digging, and was, like, a refugee. Broke away, ran, like, 3 times. I think he was caught. I don't know the number or whatever, but was caught several times. Finally broke out. Was living on the streets in Paris, France. He always had this dream of boxing. Was the original dream to him. Like he saw like tapes of Mike Tyson when he was younger. Was like, shit, I think I could do that. So he's living as a homeless man on the streets of Paris, France. Finds an MMA gym. They train him. So he goes into MMA. He fights in the UFC. His first fight, he's all the way undefeated, loses his first fight to the undisputed heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic. And I think that was like 2017, 2016, somewhere around there. 2018, maybe. Loses the first time, loses again to Derek Lewis. Then he comes back. Francis comes back and wins, like starts scorching a couple people. Wins the heavyweight title again in 2020. Won against Stipe in the rematch. Then it's like everybody wants him and John Jones. Like, can we get John Jones? Can we get John Jones? There's talk of him and Jones. They never do. They never pull the trigger. They could never do it. Then they fucking screw Francis over. They put an interim late. They have an interim fight, which was some bullshit. Then he tears his ACL. Francis does. Fights a heavyweight championship in the UFC with a torn ACL. Wins that match by fucking out wrestling the guy, which nobody ever seen Francis wrestle, and he out wrestles Cyril Gane, wins that match. Then, so his contract is ended with the UFC. So the whole time he has a UFC's trying to get him to come back. He's like, I've been disrespected with this company. I want money. He wants a little bit more money. He wants the freedom. Just really wants to go box. Like he had this dream. Like I want to go do this. I want to do that. So during the whole time he rehabs his knee during the ACL surgery, they're trying to negotiate. UFC trying to negotiate. And then the UFC said, "Hey, no, we don't." They offered him the most money since Brock Lesnar, which was only like $4 million per fight. Which is a lot of money to us, right? But really, it is.
But not compared to what he,
compared to what he got paid on Saturday.
Right. Well, what did he make for the fight on Saturday?
So to show, I think the report in his show is 10 million. Now he made anywhere from 10 million to 20 million. But what is he going to make the next fight? That's the thing. It's like now
because now people want to see him.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Right. Now, before that, everybody thought when he left the UFC, you fumbled the bag. That's what everybody said. And he even brought a bag that said "fumbled the fucking bag" to the fight against Tyson Fury. So you know me, Johnny. I love the pettiness. Yes. Right. Dana White said that it's a gimmick boxing promotions. What's Francisco do? He makes his own promotion. You know what it's called, Johnny? Gimmick Fights Promotions.
So, troll job.
Yes.
Again,
the pettiness is real.
Yes, sign me
Nice.
up. Hey, anybody that's petty, that's anybody taking a shot and you take it and run. So fights, now he fight. So he gets the fight with Tyson Fury. Nobody gives him a fucking chance, right? You're fighting
Right.
a heavyweight champion of the world. You never even fought boxing before. It's
Right.
fucking insane. And what's he do in the third fucking round? He knocks down Tyson Fury. And by God, in everybody's fucking eyes, he fucking won that fight. There's only one. No, I don't even think anybody really believes that Tyson Fury lost.
Tyson Fury don't even believe he won that fight,
No.
bro. You know what I'm saying? And the
And other
crazy
shots-
is when you watch the replay of the knockdown, you see Tyson Fury's eyes just wide open.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was not expecting.
I was
to get
not
caught like
fucking
that.
expecting this.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Right.
Francis said in an interview, he said when they touched gloves, he said Tyson Fury said it's time to go to school. So when he knocked him down, the reason Francis is dancing over him and didn't go to the corner, so some of that's fight IQ. He didn't know he was supposed to go to the corner. He's like, but I kept saying, you're a bad teacher. You're a bad teacher. So he said,
Nice.
you're a bad teacher. I took
Nice.
you to school.
He definitely made a fan out of me, bro. I gotta see what else he does next, man. For real.
Yeah, so there's reports of him fighting Anthony Joshua next, or Deontay Wilder, and maybe like Wilder comes to MMA and then they do another boxing.
Right. The only thing that worries me now is that like guys are gonna take him serious now. You know what I'm saying? So these pro boxers are gonna be training heavily for him. So I mean, he seemed. I mean, granted, like I said, Fury was just jabbing him to death. You know what I'm saying? And he every once in a while come with the 1-2. He looked like he got a pretty decent chin. You know
that's what I say. So, he can take a punch, right? I mean, he took Tyson's best. He even took a fucking elbow and didn't fucking flinch.
Yeah, like and that was crazy because he didn't even flinch at all. It was like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because holy shit, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, man. But yeah, I don't think Fury wants any of that right now. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make him wait. He's gonna make him wait.
It's still gonna be him and Usyk. It looks like because Usyk's like they're both like the how boxing is. They're both fucking different heavyweight. They're both heavyweight champions somewhere along the world. But
dude, boxing could make it so simple, bro. If they just went to just one. There's one heavyweight, one middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Just combine that shit to one, bro. That would make it so much easier, bro. And I think I love boxing, man. I miss boxing. Like real watching championship boxing, man. That's why I was interested in this fight. But I wish they would get rid of the whole promote. You know what I'm saying? Like just have one belt for each fucking weight class and let's just do it, man.
That's too much.
The best fighters, fighters need to fight each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes the UFC so great, right?
Yeah,
the best
dude.
fight the best, and that's
why
what
I'm glad you got me back into that shit, man. I'm looking forward to the next UFC card and shit to watch that shit because that shit it's more entertaining to me right now.
Yeah, it
boxing.
is. It is, and that's what you know what I mean. Like every fight fan, if you were a boxing fan and you start getting into UFC, it's like, well, the best are really fighting the best every fucking weekend. We're boxing, you don't have that. Yeah, it's getting guys better this year. As far as getting the best to fight the best, we had Javante.
Well, because I think they're taking it upon themselves to like, we want to fight. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what happened with who was it? The last big fight,
Crawford
Spencer Crawford, right?
Yeah.
They got together and was like, pretty much, we're fucking fighting. Like y'all figure this shit out, but we're fucking fighting each other.
Right. And that's the way it should be, man. That's the way it was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you fought the best fighters fought each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's all about which, not hating on nobody for making that money. You want to make the money, but you're gonna get paid if you fight the best fighters. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get that money.
And two, I just feel like guys are always right. Like everybody wants to stay undefeated, so they're dodging guys. You know what I mean? Like they I gotta bring
and who was the first one with that shit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like him, and he's probably the best defensive fighter I've ever seen. But he was the main one with that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He cherry picked who he wanted to fight to make sure, and he avoided Manny like the plague until he was already an old man, and he was like, I'll fight him now.
You know and Canelo,
right. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like these young kids that are coming up in boxing now. So it's gonna be interesting to see that Asian kid that's knocking people out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good young boxers out there coming. So hopefully, but the MMA is definitely, you know what I'm saying, the UFC and shit is definitely number one right now as far as combat, you know what I'm saying, fighting and shit.
Yeah, but there's talks Anthony Joshua versus Francis and Francis fighting. The Fury fight will happen. Like there's too much money. And if you're Tyson Fury, you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to
make up for that. You got to make up for that.
Yeah, you right. Like you got to say, hey, and he's not. Kudos to Tyson Fury too. He's not making any excuses. You know what I mean? He's not. Like in his interviews, he played up Francis, said anybody can beat anybody on any given fight. That's what's great about heavyweights is it takes one fucking punch and everything else. And Francis is on record of having the hardest punch ever. Like he does hit like a fucking Volkswagen. You know, so that's what, you know, and that's all he hasn't made any excuses afterward. Never said he was out of shape. He said I trained more. He said I trained 12 weeks for this fight because I hadn't been in the ring in a while. So kudos to
I actually like Fury. You know what I'm saying? He seems to not back down from anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I like that about him. So it's gonna be interesting to see, you know what I'm saying, who's he fighting? I know he moved it back from December. Do we know when?
Yeah. Usyk, who's supposed to be like a
know when the new date is?
No, they haven't released a new date. It was supposed to be 2 days before Christmas, but I don't think that
Tyson Fury's gonna need a minute. He's like, I'm gonna need a minute, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when's the next big MMA fight, man? Next big UFC fight?
Next Saturday.
So not this one coming up, the following one.
They got this Saturday, my guy Derek Lewis is fighting in the main event versus Almeida in a heavyweight fight, but the big next pay-per-view is next Saturday. We'll get the light heavyweight title on the line, heavyweight title on the line. So,
it's like November 11th, right? Some shit like that.
Yep. Next Saturday.
Nice. All right, looking forward to that, man. And you started? Did you start the new show with Wit?
That happens next Tuesday or next Wednesday.
Tuesday. Next
Wednesday. Next Wednesday. So we can start. We're going to start on the pay-per-view card. So.
Awesome. Looking forward to that, man.
Boy, the way you guys talk about fighting sounds like politicking. Like, gee whiz.
Dude, I mean, I don't know. I've always liked boxing. I've always liked combat. You know what I'm saying? God, dude, I like competition, period. You know what I'm saying? But I've always liked boxing and shit, man. Ever since I was a kid, bro. So I've always been into that,
loves it too.
Yeah.
I really got into it. I would say like I'm like a Johnny come lately, but like I really dove. Like I always kind of was like casual until like COVID, and it was the only thing on. And then I just fucking dove like head first into it, and I fucking love it, man. My wife loves it too. Like we watch it every Saturday. It's probably like our favorite sport to watch, really, just because.
That's cool.
But it's
I mean, when it first
gladiator fucking sport though, man. Like,
absolutely, bro.
Killed or be killed in there.
Right,
you know
right. I mean? See, like when it first started up, I was all into it. You know what I'm saying? And this was back. You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned, I'm a little older than you. It was when the Royce Gracie and shit.
Yeah, Royce Gracie. Yeah.
But there was so much just like like they would just lock them into position on the ground and they would just stay there on the ground for I'm saying for it seemed like forever and shit. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that it's gotten a lot better with the different techniques and, the different fighting styles that the guys have. But nah, man, it's a lot of fun, man. I'm glad that, I'm saying? I'm glad that you got me back into that
shit.
I'm having fun.
Six right there.
I'm definitely having fun watching the fighting again, man.
All right, Levis, you're going to have to find somebody else to play ball.
Tanner's going to be joining us in like 5 minutes. So let's get back to some football talk. We went down a rabbit hole there.
It's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Sports talk, baby.
What was your guys' thoughts on the NFL trade deadline? Commanders completely fucking punted and said we're getting rid of both of our studs. I thought the Bears made a dumb move. I like Sweat as a player, but Sweat's a free agent at the end of the year. It's not like when the 49ers get young, hey, he's going to help us win the fucking Super Bowl. Bears aren't making the sniff in the playoffs, much less, and they made the trade for Sweat and gave up a second. I didn't quite understand
they
that.
gave up a third. It was a third.
No, Sweat for the Bears was a second, a third for Young to the 49ers.
Is Chase Young ever played a full season, though? Has he played a full season?
Not since his rookie year.
Sweat's on the final year of his deal?
Yes.
I mean,
it'll be a high right?
If they can't sign him,
fourth pick,
right? If they can't sign him, they're gonna get a third round compensation pick for him anyway.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a wash. That's why I thought, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Take a chance on him. See if maybe, you know what I'm saying, there's something there and maybe you can re-sign him because he's still young. You know what I'm saying? So you're starting to put some pieces there on that defensive line. I didn't realize they gave up a 2 for him, especially with how high their picks are going to be.
Yeah, it'll be like, the 34th, 35th pick you're looking at. You know what I mean? Maybe the 33rd. You know?
Yeah, but I don't know what the hell Washington's doing. I'm surprised Ron Rivera still has a job, but
He won't
for much longer.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But they kept the two studs in the middle. You know what I'm saying? They still got
Yeah.
Allen, and you know what I'm saying. But to San Francisco, bro,
The rich get richer, man.
Yeah, dude, you got Bosa,
If
and
it
now you
works,
got
I mean,
Chase
they're
Young on
on
the
the
other side.
3-game losing skid. You know,
They had to
they
do
said,
something.
fuck it, we're
They had
tired
to
of
do
this
something.
losing. Let's go boost up our defense.
Yeah, they got to
more,
do
you
something.
know?
Well, I mean, the defense hasn't exactly been playing all that well. I know everybody's, you know what I'm saying,
Oh,
Here you go,
wanting to jump
Nash.
everybody's wanting to jump on
Oh
Purdy,
my god!
who he hasn't
Hey,
played
don't
well,
you
but
cheer
the
on Dodge
defense,
while I'm on camera. You hear me?
but the
No cheering for
defense,
Dodge.
the defense hasn't been playing all that great. So
It
get,
hasn't.
I get the move right there. That's scary though. But even if it's a rental, if that can get you to the Super Bowl,
And they're only paying him
you
like
do
they first got him for a 3rd round pick, and
Right.
then they're paying him only like $500,000.
Yeah, because it was the last
Horrible
year of his deal. It wasn't all that much, but
Yeah,
yeah,
he's still
that
on
was
his
an
rookie
interesting
deal.
one
They
there.
didn't pick up the 5th-year option.
I mean, there wasn't anything else major. I'm surprised Buffalo didn't try to get a back.
Yeah,
I know they signed. You know what I'm saying? What do you call them? Fat Lenny. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Fat
saying?
Lenny.
I know they signed Fat, but I'm surprised they didn't make a move. Kansas City. I mean, I know they got Patrick Mahomes, and they're not
No
worried
wide
about it
receivers.
because they just won it right. They just won the World Series, but I mean the Super Bowl last year. But you don't get any type of reinforcement there in the wide receiver. So we'll see what happens there. So it was a little surprising the teams that didn't do anything. And then of course, Washington just kind of just selling off their pieces like that was wild, man. So
Yeah, it was. I told you guys it's all more smoke than Leonard Williams from the Giants going to Seattle.
Yes.
That's
That's a good move. I like that move for Seattle.
And he's under contract, so it's not even a rental. It's for
Right,
a bit,
right.
you know.
I mean, I like what Seattle's trying to do out there. You know what I'm saying? I like Pete Carroll as a coach too, man, and that they've been doing well out there, man. That's you know what I'm saying, they have an opportunity, especially with San Francisco kind of, dropping the ball a little bit with these 3 straight losses.
Yeah, they're right now. The Seattle's in first place.
Yeah, so I mean, you gotta jump on the opportunities when you have an opportunity to make a run. You know what I'm saying? You got to go for it. So I like that move for Seattle there. The Giants, they might as well. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't sell off more pieces, to be quite honest.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they don't have a whole lot of pieces to sell off. Is the problem? That was probably.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I would have traded Saquon. I would have traded, you know what I'm saying? I would have traded anything I had. Dexter Lawrence. You probably could have gotten a 2 for Dexter Lawrence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a really good defensive tackle under contract. I mean, I'm sure they want to keep some of their pieces, but I mean, they may not win but 2-3 more games. You know what I'm saying? So
they may not win another game. Who knows? Speaking of not winning another game, the Raiders fought clean house. I woke up to what was that yesterday morning?
Yesterday morning, I think it was.
I was feeding my baby, and it was like 12:40 a.m. I was like,
yeah,
really?
They tried to just sneak it by.
Nah,
maybe nobody had noticed. We'll do it at 12:30 in the morning. Nobody's gonna notice.
Gone is the general manager. Gone is the head coach. Gone is the OC. I mean, they clean house. I'm rooting for Antonio Pierce.
Me too.
His press conference seemed well today.
It was a little cringe, but yeah.
Yeah.
The shit is that he's the sad thing is that he's the interim or whatever. They're not going to hire him to. You know what I'm saying? Like
they should have kept Rich Bisaccia as their coach. You know
exactly.
I told you guys they're paying like $80 million to the last 2 coaches that fired. The Raiders as an organization absolutely stinks. I mean, they've had 2 winning years since 2001 or something like that. Since the turn of the century. I mean, they're dog. It's a dog shit franchise, and this is like their 8th coach in 12 years. I mean,
bro, that's wild. And then the whole Devontae, like you got him to come over to play with his boy.
Traded him out of town.
Josh McDaniels should never get a head coaching job ever again.
Nope.
No, ever. Like I'm pretty sure he's probably knocking on Belichick's desk right now, right? And saying, actually, he's getting paid to do nothing, so he probably doesn't want to sign right away to another team.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It's going to be rough.
You want to benching Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying last season, and you're gonna piss off the star wide receiver you just got, and then you go with Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know, man.
Well, then when Jimmy's hurt, you're going with 80-year-old Brian Hoyer instead of playing the rookie.
Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought didn't play that bad when he came in the last game that he got some reps in. So
Sam, that was definitely
they're a complete dumpster fire, bro. Just the Raiders are an embarrassment, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, homeboy's haircut matches that damn franchise, bro. It's just shitty, bro. Just shitty.
Yeah, and I feel bad for Devontae, and I know Tanner even.
I do too. Like I'm surprised he wasn't like, "Yo, get me the hell out of here."
I mean, he chose to go there, you know. And then he
thought he was going to be playing with his boy.
Yeah, he did ask for a new beginning, and it hasn't worked out well. He's going to get new. I hope Pierce does well because I like former players. To be good head coaches. I really do. So I hope I'm rooting for him. And who knows, he might, I'm not saying he's going to be like Rich Bisaccia and take him to the playoffs because I don't think they have enough talent on that team to do so. You also remember they traded Darren Waller away for what? For nothing. I mean, you don't think they couldn't have used him? GM deserved to be fired. Coach deserved to be fired. And it's a new beginning again in Oakland as they start all over.
Another beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, Tanner?
I don't even think since they went to the Super Bowl, I don't think I could list off that as many how many head coaches they've had.
You couldn't.
I
couldn't. You can't think of as many as they've actually gone through in the end.
So, they've had this is their 8th in 12 years.
That's wild.
They've only had 2 winning playoffs, 2 winning teams, 2 winning teams, and
you're talking about what, the 2001 or whatever when they went. When they go to the Super Bowl?
01, right? So was that John Gruden, right?
Yeah, no, it was when they went to the Super Bowl.
Callahan.
Yeah, Callahan. Right.
Yeah, so after Callahan,
you had North Turner, Art Shell, Lane Kiffin, Tom Cable, Hugh Jackson, Dennis.
Oh, Tom Cable. Yeah, he was like an offensive. Yeah, he had a decent year, and they fired him. He went like 8-8.
2 years. Yeah. He was 44-17 actually.
He might have been their best coach, and they fired him.
Man, I think our show didn't do that.
Dennis Allen was 36-8.
Huh?
36-8.
No, it's not. Sorry, no, it's not.
I was going to say, what the hell?
Okay. So Tom Cable was 17-27. So Hugh Jackson for 8 games or 16 games. Dennis Allen, Tony Soprano.
I forgot Tony Soprano was an intern for Dennis Allen.
Yeah. So Dennis Allen found he went 8-28, and Soprano went 3-9 to finish out that 2014 season. Jack Del Rio, 25 and 23.
He made him. Del Rio got him to the playoffs one year.
Yep. Then Gruden came back, obviously, for a stint. Then Rich Bisaccia.
Yeah, Coach Bisaccia.
Yeah. And then McDaniels and now Pierce. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 coaches since Bill Callahan in that 2001 team.
12 coaches in 20 years, bro.
The Steelers haven't even had 12 coaches their entire freaking franchise history.
No.
They've had 3. Chuck Long, or Chuck Noll.
Chuck Noll.
Yeah. Chuck Long used to coach Iowa, was the Iowa quarterback back in the day. Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin.
That's crazy, bro.
Unreal.
I mean, that's
the epitome
of unstable, bro.
That's bad all over. That's bad ownership. That's bad.
Well, it starts at the ownership, right?
Yep. I mean, unfortunately, Mark Davis continued from where his dad left off, not where his dad started.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, he was a good
commitment to excellence, right? Yeah, the Raiders
brand. But towards the end, when he got older and stuff, he was doing some dumb shit. His son just ran with the dumb shit and just keeps it going.
Yeah, where was Lane Kiffin at? Where was Lane? Did you say Lane Kiffin?
Yeah, Lane Kiffin was after Art Shell. So after North Turner, Art Shell, then Lane Kiffin from 07 to 08. He went 5-15, and then that's when Cable came in the 08 season. So Kiffin was fired.
Art Shell had another shot there for like 2 years or a year.
Art Shell had 06. He was 2-14.
It's crazy because most of those guys are like 1 to 2 years too. Like they,
right?
You know what I mean?
Like, you're not even giving them an opportunity to like establish their organization.
Your Bill Callahan was 2 years. You had 02, 03, then 04, 05, and then 06, and then you had a new coach in 07, 08, 08 to 2010, 11. I mean, it's just stupid. It's no more than 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't get nothing established right there. Right. And they actually went to the playoffs one year, you know what I'm saying? So they were actually heading in a positive direction, and then you get rid of him, and then every other year you get a new coach.
Yeah. They're just and then that's Derek, and then you got the quarterback too, right? Like you got a new system, new GM, then we're not continuity at the quarterback because this and that. Like
wow, man. That's dysfunction right there, man.
Yeah. It's top to bottom.
Oh, there's Big Jeff. No, sir.
Top to bottom. Are they the worst franchise to you guys in all 4 major sports?
Oh, wow.
As bad as they are not.
Who do you think's the Royals? You guys say the Royals?
We got the Browns, right? So we got to talk Browns if you're going to talk NFL. Browns are pretty damn bad. Okay.
The Browns at least won a playoff game recently.
The Browns, the Lions up until recently. I mean, not for nothing, but the Dolphins have been fucking average for the last 20-something years.
You'll take average over the Raiders.
Yeah.
I'll give you the Browns and Lions are close, but right now those teams are
Raiders still aren't the worst.
The next 5 years, give me those 2 teams over the Raiders.
Oh, absolutely! Right now, at this moment, I'll take any.
That's what I'm saying. The Lions have made the playoffs 3 times with Stafford and Johnson, at least.
Right. Yeah.
They had some winning years.
They're definitely in contention for the most disorganized franchise out there.
Absolutely.
So
of all 4 major sports, I think. I
mean, they're in contention for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if we were to dissect and go into it, I'm sure we'd find a lot more.
Yeah. Was that Pickens or was that Johnson?
There's a lot of bad franchises out there, bro.
Hated it, baby. That away, George. I was worried that was Deontay Johnson for a second. There we go. Got the lead up by 4 and a Pickens touchdown.
Sam, it's okay, man. It's still time, bro.
Oh, you got nothing to say, Sam?
If I was there, I'd say something real quick.
Fire the boys up, Sam.
I can't.
They take it off. They take it off. He didn't get in.
Yeah, he didn't get in. Hey, Nick, shut the fuck up and have a seat, son. George Pickens made a stupid mistake, and Pickens threw a stupid throw. So have a seat. Maybe you'll celebrate next down. You never know.
No, he won't because it won't be Pickens scoring a touchdown.
Yeah. They're going to kick the field goal.
Here comes Najee. Here comes fat old Najee.
They kicked the field goal tie game. God damn it, George.
Woo! That was lucky.
Did they challenge it or it was just reviewed by the –
It's automatically reviewed.
He didn't get it down. It's not down.
Dude.
I love the fans still booing. Like he's not obviously stepping out of the white. Oh, man. It's like defenders when they totally mug somebody. And then
they're like, what? Then they do –
What
are they do this?
He grabbed him by the face mask and beat him with his helmet. What do you mean? What are you doing?
Right. That was totally on him too, man. You gotta get that foot down, man.
Toe tap it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They always do this weird thing where it's like, well, if he had thrown it a little sharper or whatever. Yeah.
Nah, man, that was on Pickens, man.
Yeah.
You know what he looked like?
I agree. I'm just letting you know what's going to be said.
Oh,
he still looks better than Sky Moore. So,
facts.
Golly. I'm so sick and tired of running backs catching the ball, though. God dang.
So before we make our picks, you guys went on the air, and I gave Johnny this is how great Week 9 is going to be, boys. I mean, some thrilling fucking matchups here in Week 9. Are you guys ready for these matchups that we're gonna sit through this Sunday? I mean,
is this an in-season tournament kind of thing, or
yes, it is almost. It's. I mean, we already getting a great matchup tonight, and Will Levis and Kenny Pickett. I mean, that's kind of Here's also the other names that we're going to be watching on Sunday, folks. You got Daniel Jones Danny Dimes coming back off an injury. I mean, they could have run out DeVito. If they was running out DeVito, it'd be great. Versus Aiden O'Connell, Jaron Hall, who the fuck is that? Versus Taylor Heineke.
JUCO.
You got Clayton Tune, who the fuck is that guy? Versus PJ Walker.
Who's Clayton Tune? Like which team? Which team is he?
Minnesota.
No.
Then
The other one you mentioned was Minnesota.
No, the Allen kid is Minnesota.
Yeah.
So who's?
Oh, Jared Hall's Minnesota, ain't he? I don't know who Clayton Tune plays for.
Who?
Clayton Tune.
PJ Walker plays for Cleveland.
Who the Browns?
Arizona.
Oh yeah,
Arizona.
Yeah,
Oh
that's who
God.
it is. Yeah.
Then
easy.
you got Tyson Badgenet or Bagnay or whatever the fuck you say his name versus Derek Carr, and you got Brett Ripken versus Jordan Love. By God, boys, settle down. We're watching the master class of fucking quarterbacks this Sunday.
This is the future, boys. This is the future.
Wow.
I mean, gone are the days of Manning and Mahomes. Manning versus
after the 8:30 morning game, it's gonna be it's gonna be rough.
Oh, that's what I told Johnny. I said you get a good appetizer the 8:30 morning game, and then it's a bunch of shit until you do get Cowboys Eagles, and then the late game is Burrow versus Allen. So you get a good appetizer and a good dessert, but god dang, the meal in between is gonna be dog shit, boys.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
I mean, absolute shit. I mean, gone are the days of Brady versus Manning and Rivers versus Breeze and Rodgers versus and here are the days where we're getting what are the fucking names of guys were Jared Hall versus Taylor Heineke, boys.
Yeah.
Clayton Tune versus PJ Walker.
Heineke's gonna win that game by a mile.
God. Class acts of football.
Hey, can we have? Can you announce those in your cool voice you were doing earlier? Sunday.
This Sunday on Fox.
Yeah,
get ready as we see Clayton Tune and the Arizona Cardinals take on PJ Walker and the Cleveland Browns. The Dogtown is going to be going crazy, folks. Tune into Fox, noon Central, 1 Eastern.
Stay behind after the game. Get autographs signed by Dusty Rhodes' brother. Something really shitty. Yeah. The other guy from Baywatch.
Tanner, you got the update to the standings.
The other guy from
Baywatch. It's always something bad like that. It's like the Dukes of Hazzard, but it's their cousin, the cousin that was on 3 episodes.
That's awesome.
It's true. Listen, I live in the South, man. They're always like, stay late, you get this extra treat. Like, I'm going home.
Oh shit!
Who the F
tonight after Raw?
I swear to God, is that an offensive lineman? It is. It is an offensive lineman. Motherfucker, that's 5. That is 5 injuries.
I told you. I think Pittsburgh. I think this game's going to be a push. I said Pittsburgh is going to win by 3, and it looks exactly.
God.
Tanner, you got the updated standings.
Oh, his knee.
Yeah, let's break it down. Updated standings for week 8. Hey, what a turnaround for some people here. Congratulations, Nick, on winning the week with 10 correct.
Oh, suck it, baby.
Redskins,
Nice.
but Nick out with the 10 correct picks this week. Only missing the Texans, the Brownies, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Bears. So big shout out.
I picked the Texans. Oh no, the Texans. I was thinking the Titans.
Yeah, they didn't win.
We all went down. Most of those are the ones we went down together on.
Yes, correct. Texans, we were all picked. The Ravens, we all picked. The Chiefs and the Bears, we all picked. So
how was that not a flag?
The only one that you missed that you were the outsider in was the Browns, and we all picked the Seahawks. So Congrats, big dog there.
We're the outsiders.
Well done.
Sam
Well done.
and Scott with also big weeks with 9 wins in that one.
Mm.
And then
Your
myself
call,
and
you were
Johnny
chosen.
packing up the rear with the 6. So what a change in standings as well. Nick
Oh,
jumps up,
he dropped
still
it.
dead last, but tied for last now at 55 with Johnny at 55 as well.
Shit.
Sam and I sitting at 56 after
We're only
early.
one game behind.
Your
And
move,
Scott
Tanner.
got out here jumping ahead of the pack there with the big 9 win week. So he's at 59
Hey,
for
wow.
his wins.
Steelers covered today. I'm no longer in last place because I picked the Steelers, and you
Didn't I
guys all
pick
picked
the
the
Yeah,
Titans.
yeah, I went with the Titans.
I don't remember.
Yeah, everybody went with the Titans
I thought I
besides
went
me.
Steelers. You sure?
Oh, it's
I don't
against
know.
the defense.
I know
When I view it again, I'll find out. I mean, you're
I know,
probably
I think-
ahead. But
me and Sam I thought me and Scott were the only one that picked the Titans or
The
Steelers.
Steelers. The Steelers. Yeah.
Steelers. Oh, look, I thought I picked
No,
the
he's
Steelers.
right.
Maybe I picked the
No,
Titans.
he's right. Only me and Johnny picked the Titans.
Oh,
Okay, so I did
Tanner
Steelers.
picked the Steelers.
Johnny
Yeah, so I did
decided to
Steelers.
be my friend. Johnny decided to be my friend today.
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about that right now.
Oh yeah, he's just grabbing them.
No, you guys, you're gonna cover, bro. I mean, I know you want them to win. I just want them to cover.
No. I of course you want him to win. I want a quarterback. That's what I want.
All you want. That's all you want.
I mean, he looks like a guy.
He's
Looks like. I mean,
poised.
there's been some plays here today where
Yeah,
I'm
the
like, hey,
rookie throws.
they got a guy.
Oh,
Hey, there's a guy.
Oh, Derek.
His name's Derek fucking Henry.
Ooh, he
Maybe
got
she-
so close. He got close there. You could feel it. Ooh. God, makes your heart jump. This is bad. This team is bad for me. Oh,
All right, I need another bounce
now we
back
got
week.
big games. And now we got a big game. Shit.
Another bench. Yeah. I need to focus on this.
Let
shit.
me make my screen bigger.
Gotta get out the basement.
Hey, how do you make your screen bigger, Nick? Do you lube it
That's
up a
what she
little bit, or- No,
Yeah.
What do you do? Hey, you know how many screens Tanner has to big? Like 6 or 7, you know.
I just got one actually right here. Just one. I've gone down to just one.
Cheers.
All right, let's jump into it. We got Johnny's fraudulent Dolphins versus Tanner's
Dolphins.
Chiefs in Germany at 8:30 a.m.
Guten Tag.
My biggest gripe with this game is that it's at 8:30 a.m. in Germany and not prime time. But regardless, that's not my fault. Anyway, where we at? Oh, it's Johnny. Your Dolphins are favored +2.
Dolphins are favored?
No. Kansas City's favored by 2.
Yeah. I meant to say dogs. Dolphins are +2. Who you like here, Johnny? We'll go with you. Oh, actually, we'll go with Sam. We'll let you guys go last here.
Okay.
Ooh, Nick, look at this.
I
Look what
see it.
happened. Oh my God. All
Hey,
right.
who you like, Sam?
Oh, I'm gonna. I feel sick there.
Fans, Chiefs.
I'm gonna go. Shit, I hate this. I'm gonna go Miami. Yeah, I think the Sunshine's here. I'm sorry, Tanner, I love you. But I think the Sunshine State is going to be a little more ready to rumble. I don't know. Every time I've seen Kansas City play, it seems like there's something missing and they're a little more out of sync. If Miami's in sync, I think they're one of the best teams ever on offense. So give me them, please.
Johnny, I'll go to you since your team is the dog here. Who do you like here? Your fraudulent Dolphins or Tanner's Chiefs?
Flagellant Dolphin.
I mean, I like the Dolphins.
It's my band name.
I mean,
Flagellant Dolphin.
I'm going back and forth with them only because I mean it's
Flagellant
freaking
Dolphin.
Kansas City. The one thing that I just keep thinking about is the fact that Miami's been there since Monday night, and Kansas City is probably in the air right now on their way over there.
Ooh, that does
And
change some things.
we saw Buffalo do that against Jacksonville. It didn't work out for them. So we got some guys coming back. Ramsey's back. X is back. Teron Armstead's supposed to be playing. Connor Williams. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Miami with the 2 points. The last 2 times I took Miami, they got their doors blown off by Buffalo, and then Philly beat them by 14. But I'm gonna still ride with my Dolphins.
awkward.
I think we can win this game.
Tanner?
I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about
Let's
it
talk
here.
about it.
Chiefs,
Hey.
the last 3 appearances, the Chiefs Miami, the Chiefs have won. We're even, 14, 17, and 2020. Let's think about that here. Also, take a look here at Miami's record against good teams. They are over against that, right? Philly, Buffalo, and Philly, Buffalo are the 2 teams, right? Because outside of New England, you guys actually beat them. So, but you struggled against them. So, I mean, they're struggling so far against the good teams coming into play. Kansas City Chiefs defense is a top 5 defense. They're still a top 5 offense, believe it or not, as much as it doesn't seem that way. The stats say they're still a top 5 offense, which blows my mind. You got the blowout loss. They're going to come out angry. They're going to come out energetic. Give me the Chiefs -2, and they're going to come into Germany and get that home win.
One team is a fraud. One team is the defending Super Bowl champions. One team, I would probably lean towards the Dolphins had the Chiefs not lost last week. But the fact that the Chiefs lost last week, and I don't know, Tanner, back me up on this. Have they ever lost 2 games in a row under the Pat Mahomes era?
I don't. Yes, I think they have in the Pat Mahomes.
I think they have.
Maybe that one year where he was hurt, the first Super Bowl run. Remember they lost to the Titans and somebody else. I felt like
it might have just happened. It might have just happened once though, which is crazy.
Which is stupid, right?
That's just sick, bro.
Yeah,
but not for nothing. I mean, the 2 good teams that we played are 2 Super Bowl contending teams on the road, and not for nothing, but we dropped 70 on that cupcake that beat you last week. But I digress. You'll say
congratulations. We also beat the cupcake.
Denver's improved. Denver's improved, right?
Sure.
That's why they're beating the likes of the good teams of the Packers and the Chiefs.
Okay, sure.
He just goes, okay.
It should be a good match, but I ain't gonna front. Miami needs to start winning these games if they're gonna be taken seriously. But
you said you weren't worried about it.
No, I'm not worried about it. They're handling their business. They lost in Buffalo and they lost in Philly.
Lose to the Chiefs,
they actually fought against Philly. If they battle the Chiefs and lose to the defending Super Bowl champs in a close game, I'm supposed to be upset about that?
What if they get their dicks kicked?
I'd be upset about that, Johnny.
Asses beat. Well, I mean,
you said wait till they get their dicks.
I mean, I'm just saying I'm not going to overreact and be like, "Oh my God, they suck." And I mean,
Johnny, that's what we do on the show. We overreact all the time. That's what we do.
That's what you do. I'm good. I got to try to stay level-headed. I'm not trying to go bucket, but no.
Be careful, Johnny. He likes to put those pitfalls, and you fall right into them.
I'm expecting a good game here. You know what I'm saying? We're finally getting this is going to be the first game that Miami's actually going to have Ramsey X, Javon Holland, and Deshaun Elliott on the field at the same time. So I think the defense will play well. It's going to be a fun game, man. If they get blown out, then that's an issue.
Yeah,
if they get blown out.
Frauds. Until proven otherwise, they're frauds. And I'm riding with the defending Super Bowl champions, the Chiefs.
Okay.
Scott is also riding with the Chiefs at +2 or -2. Sorry.
Bro, you got Scott's picks.
We're riding solo, Sam. Me and you, Sam. Just riding.
Yay, buddy.
Just us, bro.
So what are the cool matchups that I was talking
on
about?
Trip on our favorite rocket ship.
This Brett Ripken of the Rams taking on Jordan Love and the Packers. My Packers are 3-point favorites at home, riding a 4-game losing streak. So we haven't had one of those in a long time either. So, Sam, who you like here?
This is also 2 coaches who are friends that have worked together for a long time, and LaFleur and
LaFleur does shitty against his former friends too. I feel like
I was getting to that. Actually.
McVay, he owns McVay. We've beaten the Rams several times, once in the playoffs.
But Ripken, I'm just going to go with the more experienced quarterback here in Green Bay and say they're going to get it.
Brett might be just more experienced. Tanner.
I mean, it's kind of a little tougher deal because it isn't Stafford, but they still got the same weapons here. Let's see here. I'm looking up Mr. Ripken's record into what he is. I think he's what is he? I think he's pretty close to he's what the hell is it? Oh, 2-1. 2-1 is a QB record. So 2-1, still has the same weapons as Stafford. McVay's brought him in for a reason. that he can sling it a little bit as well to get by till Stafford gets figured out. So, I'm taking the Rams at +3. I see no reason why not. The defense is still pretty legit. Green Bay offense sucks, and their defense is blowing. So give me the Rams +3.
Gianni.
This is wild, bro. Because not only have you lost 4 in a row, like they can't even score, bro. Like you haven't scored more than 20 in any of those games.
They're gonna get right here. I believe in you. I believe in you, Nick.
Like I so want to pick the Packers at home.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know Jordan Love hasn't played well lately, but I mean,
we're on a rocket ship, Johnny. Come on.
Brett Rippin, like really? You know what? I'm gonna ride with your fucking Packers, bro.
Yes,
I'm gonna take your Packers.
We're on a rocket ship.
I think they bounce back. Isn't Aaron Jones gonna be back? Aaron Jones should be back.
Who the fuck knows?
If fucking Coach LaFleur actually decides to run the ball.
Love Shack, baby, love.
We talked about that before the season started. We're gonna see a lot about you. We're gonna learn a lot about your coach, bro.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this
it's as big as a whale.
before I make my pick. I am fucking tired of this goddamn team. I fucking hate him. I fucking just absolutely. And Brian Gutekunst I don't know. I fucking hate him. I don't know who the real fucking problem is. But I hate this guy. I blame him. Again, he has come out and has now said again, now we're 8 games in, and he said they asked him in his midseason press conference, hey, Brian, Jordan Love the fucking guy. He said, I don't fucking know. We'll find out in the next 10 games. What the fuck do you mean you don't fucking know? How do you not fucking know if he's your fucking franchise quarterback? You damn sure the one. You're the dumbass who fucking drafted him, first of all. Then you're the dumbass who ran fucking Aaron Rodgers out of fucking town. When you ran Aaron Rodgers out of fucking town, you damn sure better bet that Jordan Love was a future fucking Hall of Famer because you got rid of a future fucking Hall of Famer. You damn sure should have known then that Jordan Love was going to be the guy for the next 10 fucking years. And now you're saying we don't even know if he's the guy for next fucking year. We'll know in the next 10 games. But earlier in the season, Brian, before the season fucking started, you said we'll know in the first fucking 8 games whether he's our guy or not. And you're like, well, we still don't know. Well, whose fucking fault is it, Brian? Is it your fucking fault that he doesn't have a fucking good fucking wide receiver to throw the fucking ball to, that they can't get separation? Is it your fucking fault he can't throw the fucking ball 30 fucking down the years? Or is it Matt LaFleur's fucking fault because he's calling dipshit fucking plays because everything's fucking swing out? Is it his fault? Is it Goody's fault? Is it Jordan Love's fault? I can't get a good fucking read on this team because I don't know what the fuck's going on because I think they all fucking suck and I could care less. I hope they all get fucking fired and we all start fresh next fucking year because I fucking hate watching this team every fucking Sunday. And every Sunday I would sit down thinking, here we go again. Let's watch our favorite fucking team. And I'm fucking miserable watching it. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. With that all being said, give me the Packers -3.
Listen.
Bro, why is he talking?
That is a fanboy unleashed up there. I freaking love it. Oh, it fired me up.
Bro.
I'm jacked.
I don't know, Johnny. I don't know.
Like, I'm seriously debating on swapping picks now.
Why would you say that?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we got Rams +3 for Scott, or plus the whatever. Yeah.
I mean, if it was Matt Stafford playing against us, I'd probably pick the Rams. But
absolutely,
we can't beat. And then our defense, again, I said this last fucking Sunday, we have literally a fucking decades worth of fucking defensive fucking players. And now what do? The guy who's been graded out as one of the best corners in the league, Rasul Douglas, what do you fucking do? You trade him. You know who our 4th string fucking cornerback is right now? Preston fucking Smith. You know what position Preston Smith plays?
Is he
edge rusher. Linebacker? Outside linebacker. He's gonna fucking cover a goddamn corner on Sunday because he's our 4th string fucking corner.
Oh my!
And I saw a tweet today.
I was about to say, I may be changing that on Sunday morning. Yo.
I saw a tweet today. Somebody was like, you know what? We should praise Goody. He found Rasul off the scrap sheet, turned him into a good corner, and we got him. We traded him for something. The fuck that. Fuck that. We're still trying to fucking win, and you're trading one of our better players on a defense that can't even stop a fucking nosebleed anyway? Maybe we should trade 4 guys, not get rid of guys.
freaking love it, Nick. Get him, son. Get him.
All right. I digress.
No.
Next game.
I freaking love
We
it.
we got the Commanders versus the Patriots. So me and Sam are on Green Bay alone, huh? We're on the Packer Island.
Yeah.
Sam,
Yeah.
get off while you can.
No,
Johnny,
Johnny's not back.
I'm with
get off, guys, while you can.
for now, but you almost
It's a
had me-
sinking ship,
I was
boys.
ready to abandon ship right there. Bro.
Hey, go ahead and abandon ship, boys.
Nah, I'm
the captain.
I'm gonna ride with him. I'm gonna ride with him.
Captain. Yeah.
Damn.
We got the Commanders versus the Patriots. Commanders are they traded their two of their best players today. We talked about that earlier. But here come the Patriots. They head to New England. Patriots are -3 at home. Tanner, who you like?
You know, it's a tough one now because that defense is a lot shittier. All of a sudden, they are 3-4-1. Patriots are 2-6 though against the spread. Oh man. Trying to think if I want to really risk it here. Last time they were a 3-point favorite or within 3 points here, they lost it to the Giants for God's sakes. In that, so
What's the
I'm sticking with it here. I picked them last week. I think I picked them the week before. Give me the Patriots at -3? Patriots -3.
Sam?
I'm gonna take the Patriots here. Washington's dead in the water. They're just floating there. Like you gotta get them out of the bowl and flush them down the toilet. You know.
I mean, they're playing for a lame duck coach too.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the key. That's the key right there, man.
I would appreciate if you guys complimented my metaphor of a dead fish because I
that was awesome.
All right, let me just mark that off the list. Thank you. Some of us have to work at it. Okay, damn it.
Like I actually like Sam Howell and shit, but
I feel like you say that every week, Johnny. Like I like Sam Howell.
Hey, he played well. He played well last week. You know what I'm saying? He threw a bunch of touchdowns against.
I think it's just because
he's getting
we
killed
know
every week.
we know football, and there's this guy who is doing the absolute best he can. You know, you're watching him throw. But man, they just don't do him any favors on that team.
No. Offensive line's awful. It's atrocious.
Yeah, they're bad,
bro.
I thought mine was bad.
They can't run the ball well. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Pats -3.
Patty Waddy.
Yeah. So this is Commanders always play the Eagles tough, and then if you remember the last time they played the Eagles tough, the very next game they got blown out by the shitty ass Bears on that shitty ass Thursday night game that we had to watch.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
They had their Super Bowl last week, played the Eagles really tough. Patriots, even though Kendrick Bourne torn ACL, Patriots find a way. Give me the Patriots -3.
Scott has the Washington Commanders, or whatever you want to call them, at +3 this week.
Scott is on
Maybe
Commie Island by
faster
himself.
now that they've shedded all that weight.
I'm telling you, it was hard for me to pick the Patriots there.
I don't feel great about it. It's shit. It's shit on top of shit in these games.
I mean,
like
that Patriots offense is garbage, bro.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
But Bill Belichick will find a way defensively to you know what I'm saying, to mess up Sam Howell, and that's how they'll win. They'll win a defensive game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'll probably be a push, I think. We got Tampa Bay versus heading to Houston. Houston 2.5 favorite at home. Johnny, who you like here?
The Texans really let me down last week, man. I was feeling good about them.
We all picked the Texans last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They should have beat that terrible team. They didn't.
The Bucks really need this game, but they haven't been playing. I mean, there's
TJ Watt.
Yeah, Chris Godwin, bro. It was right there for you, that Hail Mary, man. So
Watts play dirty players, dirty Watts players.
Damn, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Texans at home. I don't feel good about this one at all.
Sam, who you like? Texans, Bucks. Texans are favored at -2.5.
I think Tampa Bay is going to win that game. I think Houston's still on the struggle bus.
Tanner?
Texans are favored, right?
Yeah, -2.5.
Nah, give me the Buccaneers. Give me the Buccaneers to cover that. Was that -3? You said
-2.5.
2.5.
-2.5. Okay,
They're +2.5. Bucks are +2.5.
+2.5. Yeah, give me the Bucks +2.5 to cover that. Their offense is better. Defense is still okay. So yeah, give me the Bucks.
Yeah, this is Baker gets it going this game. And they just got more offensive weapons. Man, Houston lets me down. They'll probably win this game because every time I pick them to win, they lose, and every time I pick them to lose, they win. But I'm riding with Baker and the Bucks, baby. Give me the Bucks at +2.5.
Hey, we're
Cool.
on a rocket ship, baby.
Sorry, who all? Everybody took the Bucks.
Except for me, I took the Texans at home.
You took the Texans. Thanks, I missed that. Okay,
That's cool. I'll ride solo. I'm sure Scott probably took the Bucks.
Oh yeah, sorry, Scott took the Bucks.
All right, we got the next game. We got Arizona, new starting quarterback, and that was we couldn't figure out what was his name. Tune versus PJ. Well, it could be Deshaun. Deshaun came out and said, "Maybe I play, maybe I don't play." You got to love that attitude.
You know, I'm just counting my money over here. Just counting
Maybe
my
I
money.
don't. You know, I don't really know.
Anybody know a good masseuse?
Yeah. Anyway, it's Arizona, Cleveland -8 at home. Sam, who you like there?
Cleveland's defense is still mighty. I'm going to go Cleveland.
Tanner?
Ditto. I think Cleveland is the right team here. It doesn't matter if it's Walker or Deshaun playing this game. Cardinals kind of got deflated when you trade away your starting quarterback in that mix, and I don't know how they're going to come out. I really don't. I don't know how that team's going to react. So
and a rookie quarter. I don't know if this guy's a rookie, but I'm just assuming. I know he's never
But it doesn't matter even on that part. If he would have,
that's what I was saying is that against that Browns defense is going to cost him.
I ain't worried about that either. Like if this guy would have been starting throughout the week, maybe it'd be different at -8 or +8. But I mean, you trade away a guy like Dobbs who's been fighting for your team and doing everything for your team.
Yeah,
it's just a morale breaker. So give me the Browns -8 in this one.
Johnny.
Yeah, I completely agree with Tanner on that one there, bro. I mean, like we've been talking about it all season how Arizona has been fighting and trying to make games out of this, and they've
been trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. That's for sure.
Right, and it does seem like this would be extremely deflating right now. And it's in Cleveland. Cleveland still has that defense. Yeah, I'll take them. 8's a lot, but I mean maybe Deshaun decides to play, but I'll take the Browns -8.
Yeah, we're all in on the Brownies here. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, Scott's also Browns -8.
All right, we ride together, we die together on the Brownies, which probably means the Browns are losing.
Strange thing.
All right,
we get 10 and shit.
Tyson Bagnet versus Derek Carr. The Saints 8.5 favorites at home. Johnny, who you like here?
Sounds like
I don't like either one of these, but I mean,
like some
Saints,
bad French film.
It's in New Orleans. 8.5 is a lot. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just say that your boy Bagnet is gonna make some plays and is gonna cover that 8.5.
Good old hairnet.
Sam.
Oh man,
this is ugly.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna go New Orleans. I just think they're more talented.
Tanner, Bears did make the trade for Sweat earlier this week, but
they did, but
they also fired the running back coach too. So, some moves need to be made.
Again, just a struggle on the run game as well with this team for the Bear team, and just the inconsistencies they're having across both sides of the ball here. This should be a hard one. Give me the Saints -8.5. I know they're struggling too, but at least they're more consistent about struggling. They can find out these wins. So give me these -8.5 Saints.
Yeah, Saints got to have this to keep winning and stay at pace and try to win this division still. Come on, Chris Olave and the Saints, baby. Give me the Saints at
I like it. Scott's got Saints as well. So
we're Johnny is on Bear Island.
Yep.
All right. We'll see. We got Seattle. They just made a huge trade for Leonard Williams. They had a clear cross country to play the Ravens. The Ravens are home favorites at -6. Tanner, who you like?
I was looking at this game here, and honestly, it's a team that has been probably one of the best teams in the league here. Give me the Ravens -6. Mark Jackson, is doing his game, making moves. It reminds me of the 2019 Lamar Jackson, and then
But better throwing. He's doing it with his arm more. I feel like
correct. He is, and that's what we needed from him in the first place. So,
yep.
Ravens -6 seems to be the right pick, and the Seahawks, yes, they are fighting for that first place in the NFC West there, especially with the Niners, the 3-game losing streak here. It's a big game for the Seahawks here, but I still believe in the Ravens to pull this out, especially this low. -6 Ravens.
Sam.
I like everything Tanner has said about the Ravens, but Lamar doesn't play particularly good in November, so I'm going to go Seattle.
It's early November, but Lamar typically don't play halfway through November or December.
The month is here, bro. The month is here.
You already put up your Christmas tree too, you bastard.
I do. Fuck Thanksgiving. Who wants ham anyway?
Johnny, who you got?
Man, this one, it seems like an obvious choice to just go with Baltimore at home here. I mean, Geno could always turn back into Geno at any moment. They were up what? They were up 17-0 or 17-7, gave it up and had to win the game late. I mean, I'm gonna go with Baltimore in the -6, but I don't know, man. I think Seattle might keep this one close, but I'll go with Baltimore.
I'm riding with Lamar Jackson in the Ravens. I just think that they too much weapons. It's clear cross country, different time zones. I think if the game was probably played in Seattle, I'd probably lean towards Seattle. But this game play in Baltimore, that noon game, give me the Ravens.
Scott has the Seahawks is on this one here.
Woo! Sam and Scott on the Seahawks. We got Minnesota. Who was their quarterback that I said was fucking playing for them? I don't remember.
Wells or Hall.
It's just a guy.
Jaron Hall.
Oh, Scott Hall. Scott Jaron Hall. Or Jaron Hall.
Him and Razor Ramon, just living it up.
Ayo, the bad guy. The Vikings head to Atlanta with Taylor Heineke on the start. Falcons are -4 at home. Sam, who you like?
I don't like this game. I'll tell you that much. I'll go Atlanta. I'll just go Atlanta because I like Arthur Smith's mustache, I guess. I don't feel good about it, though.
Tanner, who you like here?
I got to remember this offense looked a little different there in the second half when Heineke did come in.
A little more fast-paced, I felt like.
Okay. What?
I felt like it was a little more fast-paced. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. The energy was up. There was more going on with it. And Sam was at the game, too, at the Titans and saw a little bit of a change there. So, look, I think Heineke's the guy for this team here, and I think he can keep the pacing going for the Falcons. Don't know what Jaron Hall is really outside of what BYU. And can he get the ball to Addison? Can he get the ball to the Hawk? Can that run game do anything for that team? And that's what I'm worried about here. So give me the Falcons -4 against the Vikings.
Johnny?
Bro, I am so tempted to take the Vikings because Atlanta they've shit the bed every time they've had an opportunity to take over.
Remember who the quarterback is now.
I know. I don't even know who the fuck it is.
What?
I mean, as far as the Vikings.
Oh,
I don't even know who
I was like,
is.
it's Heineke.
He played at BYU. He played at BYU.
Heineke, baby.
He was the guy that took over for Zach Wilson.
Okay.
Oh.
I appreciate the nugget, but that don't tell me shit. Atlanta better win this game, bro. I mean, cover help us out, but they have to win this fucking game, bro.
Yeah, I mean, no, JJ, no Kirk Cousins. I said this thing. We all everybody bashes Kirk Cousins, but you never know what you have until it's gone. And now that thing is gone, and that guy is Kirk Cousins, and now you're stuck with Jaron fucking Hall, and them crazy Mormons out there in Utah.
Well, who knows? A young quarterback could do things to some franchises, and I don't know. Maybe he comes out slinging the ball.
I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
I gotta wait and see.
I know what Atlanta
it's
is.
possible
We're
too.
Taylor
I mean, Minnesota's defense is starting to play a little better too. I mean, it's not like Taylor Heineke.
I felt like
is
Minnesota could have went on a run here.
Yeah, they
right.
could have.
But-
They really could have.
But nonetheless, now they are out the playoffs, I believe, and out quarterback. That was a big run. Give me Atlanta at -4, the Dirty Birds.
Scott has the Falcons as well.
We're all on the Falcons. Now you got Gardner Minshew versus, that could have been on the great list of quarterback watching too. Gardner Minshew versus Bryce Young. Colts head to Carolina. Carolina coming off that first win, Johnny. They are 2.5 dogs at home.
I'm gonna go with the Colts here. Good. I'm glad the Panthers got that one win. That might be their only win. The Colts battled this last week.
It's so fucking bad.
Deontay Johnson sucks.
I mean, Johnson could have caught it if Kenny Pickett just throws it to his fucking chest.
It was out his hands though. It was perfect. He touched two hands on the ball. Deontay Johnson sucks.
I'm just saying, he put it in his chest, he catches it and can go.
Sucks. Deontay Johnson sucks.
Right, Kenny Pickett sucks.
It was too high.
He does.
It was perfect.
That was not a perfect fucking.
That was
Tanner,
perfect.
you stop that. You stop that, Tanner.
All right, I'm a ride with Gardner Minshew, man. And the
Sam,
Colts.
who you got? Minshew Mania?
I'm also going Minshew Mania. They're still scoring points in Indy.
Right.
I'm going to go with Minshew Mania.
Right.
Yeah.
They can't defend shit, but they can.
No,
score
but they can
points.
score like over 30 points almost every game.
Right.
Yeah.
And Florida
That's not
man
your
is a
team
crazy man.
My team can't do. Tanner?
That must be nice.
Look, I love the mustache, right? I'm all for the mustache here, but
And the mullet.
I think the Panthers finally got something off their chest here with that win last week.
No, don't.
Versus
And Frank Wright's not calling plays no more, so that's a plus.
Correct. So give me the Panthers plus 2.5. I think they keep it close and they end up winning the close game again. So
Bryce Young has played really well there's a big play by Deontay Johnson. Kenny Pickett put that one in a fucking bucket.
Not calling holding still, but that's okay, I guess.
Bryce Young has played a lot better the last 4 games or so. But I'm going to go with – I like Indy. Let's go with some Taylor and Moss. Indy gets it done at the -2.5. So I think they win the game by a field goal.
Scott has the Panthers as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's a good gain of game here. We got the Giants. Danny Dimes taking on the new Oakland Raider or Las Vegas Raiders.
I don't want to pick this game.
It is pretty much a pick 'em. It's -1.5.
No.
The Raiders are favored here.
That's a score.
-1.5. Touchdown.
We're done. Fucking idiots. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Steelers. Get the cover, baby.
First and goal. They say he's out.
First and
All
goal.
right, good. Hey, let's throw a touchdown to George Pickens, will you? Oh, yeah, he's out.
He's
He's
out.
stepped out. Yeah.
He's about to score. He's about to get it again.
Nah, this is where you throw a touchdown
Bro,
pass.
you still got time, bro.
I know, but
Let's see what your young quarterback can do, man, in the 2-minute drill.
They're grabbing Rashad Weaver right there at the top.
All right, as far as this Giants, Las Vegas garbage, I'm going with the Giants all the way. Las Vegas is just pure dysfunction. We talked about it earlier. I cannot believe that they're actually favorites here. So yeah, I'll take the Giants and that measly 1.5.
Hey, you can't throw it to George Pickens if he's not on the fucking field, y'all.
Oh my God, he ran into his own.
Sam, who you like in this
dude.
awesome game between the Giants and the Raiders?
Ping. Giants.
Tanner.
Look, we saw it last year with Jeff Saturday getting the sneaky win when he came into
Read my
play.
mind.
Okay, it's exactly the same dash thing. New blood, new coach, new energy, new hype. Despite the chaos going in Las Vegas right now, give me the Raiders -1.5.
I'm right there with you, Tanner. You read my mind. It seems like the very first game the interim coach takes over, they always win.
Yep.
So give me the Raiders. Devontae Adams, 2 touchdowns.
Scott with the Giants and his pick.
Ooh, me and Tanner riding on the Raiders.
Wow.
What's the next one? You're going to scroll down, Tanner.
Oh,
He said, "Fuck you, I'm leaving."
he did.
Yeah.
It's Buffalo at Cincinnati -2.
Okay.
Cincinnati's favored by 2 at home.
No, that wasn't the next game. Oh, there he
It
is.
was. It should be.
No,
Sorry.
it was the Cowboys. The Cowboys.
I hit the back button.
Oh, that's right.
On my mouse, and it left.
The Steelers went from the 1 yard line and then tried to do some dumbass fucking play. Oh my God! Deontay dropped it. Now you can say he sucks.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
Hit him right in the hands.
No.
They got to help Deontay Johnson.
Are you kidding? No.
Holding.
Oh my God, you got to be shitting me. No.
Come on, man. They trying to make sure Pittsburgh wins this game.
That's such bullshit. Oh my God. I fucking man.
Oh, yeah, I mean it. Yeah, he threw his ass down to the ground, Sam.
That was holding. Get out of here, Sam.
No,
Don't give me that
He's
bullshit.
like climbing all over him. Bullshit.
He threw his
What are
ass
you
to the
talking
ground.
about?
He
What
threw
are you on top of him?
Fucking listen to me.
What are you talking about?
They're at the line of scrimmage. You're allowed to touch, and then all of a sudden
That was past the line of
You can't pull him down on top of you.
I don't give a damn. He's climbing him. He's climbing.
I don't give a damn about the rules, Sam said.
I
don't give a damn about.
Well, there you go. There you go. This is so
Throw it to Pickens.
I know. Fuck it. I'm trading anybody on my fantasy league that's watching the show. I'll trade George Pickens tonight.
I'll take him. Let's go.
Fucking right now. Get him out. I don't want him. I put him on the trade block. I don't have him in our league, but I got him in a different league. Anyway, where we at? Oh, Dallas, Philly. Dallas heads to Philly. Philly. I'm surprised only a 3-point favorite here, Tanner.
Are you?
I figured I would say 6.
Well, look the way Philly has played the last few weeks. They did come alive against the Dolphins, right? Beating that team. But otherwise, it's become an up and down struggle for this Eagles team.
Hurts is
Dallas
hurt. Hurts is banged up.
Hurts is hurt, but he'll play.
Yeah.
But you gotta also look at it too. Dallas is coming off the bye week, looking to gain some momentum coming into play too. And over as much as we make fun of Dallas, they're not the Broncos, they're not the Raiders, they're not the shitty teams, right? So you got to remember this too. So look, Philly has their bye week next week, and then they go off and face the Chiefs the following week as well. I think there's a lot to do with health here. There's a lot to do with the home field, but overall, I got the Dallas Cowboys covering this thing +3 Cowboys this week. Johnny, what do you got?
Sorry.
I'm going with Philly at home at -3. Philly's 3-1 in their last 4 home games against Dallas. I'm worried a little bit about Jalen Hurts, but at the same time, they're going to be able to run the ball. It's going to be a close, tight game, but I'm going to give Philly the edge at home, -3. Sam?
Oh boy, that game's going to be crazy.
It should be fun, man.
Yeah. Philly's the home team.
Yep, -3.
I'm going to take Philadelphia. Ugh. Disgusting people.
Johnny, you already went. Did you go, Johnny?
Yeah.
I took Philly at home -3.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Philly here. Dallas always plays really well after Mike McCarthy teams do really well after their bye week. But give me the Eagles. Just too much firepower for the Eagles. I like the Eagles still.
Scott also has the Eagles.
Ooh, so you're on Cowboy Island?
I'm like Cowboy Island.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
You and
I
Alan,
don't want to be on
I was
the
gonna say,
island.
watch out for Allen. He's
you
hiding
and
in
Alan
the bushes.
hanging out together.
It's like a Brokeback Mountain sequel. Tanner's like, let me put these shells together and make a sign. How you doing there, partner? How you doing?
God damn it! Why don't you love me, Tanner?
Yeah, well, I can't quit you. Let me go spit tobacco in your face.
We get to the Sunday night game, the DeMar Hamlin revenge game. We got Bills headed to Cincinnati. Bengals -2 at home. Sam, who you like?
I'm gonna take the Bengals here. I think Joey Burr is hot, and I think he's gonna keep getting hot. He likes to do this, so I think Cincinnati wins it.
Johnny?
Yeah, I'm riding with Cincinnati at home. Joe Burrow is not only getting healthy, but he's balling out. They're averaging almost 28 points the last 3 games. I think it should be a nice back and forth, but Buffalo has too many losses on the defensive side. Milano out, Trey White out. I think Cincinnati's just going to be a bit too much. I think they win it by at least a field goal, so they'll cover the 2.
Tanner?
Look, last thing the AFC needed was Joey B to get healthy and hot. Yep. And coming off the bye, that's what he is right now. The Bills are the totally opposite, and they are not playing pretty. They are not playing good against good teams. That's right. I said good teams, and that's including the Dolphins, right? So like that's where you're at right now. It's the Bengals -2. This is Joey's B's. This is his establishment in the AFC. It's starting with Josh Allen here. Now he gets to work his way back through. Josh Allen, you're up, and Joey B will cover -2.
Yeah, you smell that? It's Bengal season, folks. This is when the Bengals season starts. They don't ever play the very good first month of the season. Now they're coming on. Give me Burrow, Bodkins, Bengals, baby. We're all back together.
Scott is also with the Bengals.
Ooh, we're all right together on the Bengals. Before we get out of here in our final thoughts, Sam, I want to get your thoughts right here. This is a big Will Levis moment here. Need a touchdown with 3 minutes.
You forgot there's a Monday night game.
Yeah, there's one more game, bro.
Oh, yeah, shit, there's a Monday night game.
Okay, I was starting to say, I was like, oh, I missed it.
I was like, dang, we're just skipping Monday night now, aren't we?
I want to get Sam's thoughts on this drive here. Big Will Levis moment.
Oh, God. Just stay within yourself, buddy. Just stay within yourself. Don't do anything crazy.
First half, great. Second half, not so good. 5 of 10, only 40 yards.
Yeah, they've given him fits. And then you have the 5 injured offensive linemen that keep rotating in and out. Cannot be fun. I
think they're going to pull it off, man.
But I'm impressed with the kid.
Ooh, they met Derrick Henry right at the hole. Right. They're down. For Monday night game, this is a great one, too. The Chargers versus the Jets. And another coach that's a lame duck coach, and Staley probably should have been fired and should be fired. Tanner, will go to you. Who you like here? Jets are dogs at 3.5 at home.
And appropriate for it. So, look, the Jets did not look good last week against the Giants.
They never look good.
They never look good, right? But that's the thing, that there's a difference between a offense, that offense, and a real offense. And that's something you're going to experience despite the good defense that the Jets have.
Nowhere.
Oh, my God. What a stupid-ass play.
Nice.
What the hell was that?
They got to go for it on fourth down, I think, right?
Chargers put up some points last week against the shitty Bears. And I know it's not the Bears playing this week here, but I think the Chargers will end up out firepowering this Jets defense and find some kind of headway in there. Give me the Chargers at -3.5 for this game.
Ooh, this could be the game right here, Sam. We'll let you go ahead and pick the game so you can pay attention.
Chargers all the way. Chargers.
Johnny?
Yeah, I can't possibly pick the Jets, man. Zach Wilson is garbage. I think they punted the ball like 47 times last week.
Yeah, I think there's 47 punts in that Jets-Giants game, they said.
And the only reason that they even had an opportunity to win that game is because the Giants didn't go for it on 4th and 1. They tried to kick a field goal.
He dropped it. No.
Nanny's hurt.
Who was that?
Traylon
Burks.
I feel like, that's normal, right? Is that kid made of glass?
Pretty much.
What was that third down play? I'm going Chargers.
Minus the crazy boys, but I don't trust the Chargers because, their coach is an idiot. and that defense,
Well, that's
the defense by the Jets is pretty good. Now I know Zach Wilson is not very good, and I know it's
lots of
somehow
holding. Man, nobody doing anything. All right.
I know somehow, some way the Jets. I feel like the Jets. I like the Jets money line, much less you give me 4.5. I don't think the
4.5. Is it 4.5?
3.5.
3.5.
I think Traylon
Yeah.
Burks is dead. He's just dead.
Give me the Jets. Me and Fireman Ed ride together.
Oh, gross.
Well, you and Fireman Ed and Scott Cobe can all ride together in that fire truck. So
All
give
right.
Jets for Scott.
All right. Oh.
Like
Well-
you only needed 4 yards. Like, why did you?
I didn't understand the third down play.
Like,
That
right?
is-
What the fuck was that?
Guess what the Titans Twitter's #1 conversation is out there? Why the
Jesus.
fuck are you throwing it so deep on the 4th and 4?
You need 4 yards. What's up with a
Well,
quick
I don't
slant?
understand the third
And
down
you know-
play.
Me
You know what I
neither.
mean? Third down play got you nowhere. I would have tried to throw it on third and short. You know,
For some
where's
reason,
D-Hop?
even though Spears has done nothing all night, they've been trying that play over and over, week after week, and every now and then
no
he does
hold. Seriously? Oh my god.
it. Yeah, no, he was all over. He was all
Bro.
over him, but that's just how it is.
I mean, if he would have thrown it to him, he might have got an opportunity to get that call there. But you're gonna throw the ball fucking 50 yards down the field when you
The
need
cart's
4.
coming for Traylon Burks, so
Oh gosh.
Jeez.
he's
probably- I think
every time
I
that
think he
kid
did
plays
something to his
here-
back because the way he just kind of
his,
like
his neck
breathed
and his
when he
back,
came down.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it because he's seriously hurt this time, but he does seem like he's always hurt.
Yeah.
Every
I mean,
game.
hopefully it ain't nothing too serious here, but he landed pretty hard on his back, man.
Yeah.
And his neck.
He
Ugh.
did a reach. It was weird.
But why?
Well, let's
the
get
fuck
to
are you
our
throwing it?
final thoughts here, and so we can get up out of here, and Sam can go cry himself to sleep.
that one for you, buddy.
I'll go first. Happy to be back. I missed you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Glad I'm feeling better.
Absolutely.
Check out. Yeah, appreciate it. Shout out to Scott. Feel better, bud. Hopefully, speak to you real soon on the next show. Shout out to Paul from Good Teams Win, Great Teams Cover. He had me on the show today to make some picks and talk some Dolphins, KC for this coming weekend. So definitely check that out. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next one, man. Until Sunday morning.
Yeah. Sam, any final thoughts here?
Yeah, I might have a quarterback.
Well, you lost a receiver there because he's on a stretcher. So
No, for sure. Burks has had a rough time. God bless him, but he's barely moving. They said on Twitter he's in terrible pain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It didn't look that serious.
No, but
No.
sometimes these guys land.
Yeah, the way he landed.
It was like that one time they sacked Tony Romo and it didn't look that bad, and his shoulders like all destroyed. It's weird. It's weird.
well, you can just fall in weird ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
and it just does something.
And you're trying to breathe and you're running, the whole thing. But no, this is football. I liked Levis's poise today. It sucks that we're not going to win this game. At least I don't think we are.
But couldn't even fucking cover.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Sam. Sorry.
No, it's
Sam is Sam frozen?
huh?
Is Sam frozen?
No, I'm not frozen.
No.
He's frozen.
He's
on
just
my
sad.
screen.
He's just sad. He's just
Yeah.
He was frozen on my screen.
Yeah, he's not frozen here.
Oh, okay.
Just you.
I guess nobody else was frozen, but just him. So it was weird. I thought maybe he
That's
was.
so weird.
Tanner, you got any final thoughts?
Hey, started up a new series, guys, for Let's Talk Sports. One of the exclusive shows that we're starting in November, going throughout the next 6 months here. But let's talk bets with Larison, myself, and Mr. Cobe. We're giving you daily sports bets every day. Episodes range from anywhere for a couple minutes, depends who's on it, all the way to 15, 20. We're going to give you details, breakdowns as a goal, and give you the daily picks here. So check that out here on Let's Talk Sports Network only. Will not be available on any other channel put the Let's Talk Sports Network there. Just one of many things we're doing here on the Let's Talk Sports Network starting this month here. So things to change, things to come. Make sure you guys go follow, subscribe, of course. But lots of exciting stuff going on within that. So, and we're also available on Apple. We're also available on Spotify, guys. So go make sure you check that out. We got lots of cool shows dropping on the audio side of things as well. So check her out and keep it rolling.
Yep.
My final thoughts. We got it. Couldn't have the show without saying rest in peace, Bobby Knight, the general.
Throw a chair, Nick. Throw a chair.
I mean, throw a chair, curse somebody out. I mean,
Choke
Bobby
somebody.
Knight the most political person in the world? No, he couldn't. Bobby Knight couldn't survive in today's climate. We all know that.
No.
When the climate started to change in 2000, that's one of the reasons he got fired.
He's got the neck
Indiana.
brace on him.
Oh shit.
But was still one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time. You loved him or you hated him, and I think a lot of players felt like that. A lot of players loved him. A lot of players hated him. But nonetheless, he was still a hell of a basketball coach. Last coach to have coach an undefeated team all the way to the championship and win was, I believe it was 77. I could be wrong. 77,
76, my birth year.
So the Indiana Pacers. So rest in peace to the late, great, the general, Bobby Knight.
Yep.
Love it.
So with that being said, we'll be back Sunday morning, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. We'll have kind of talk about all the games, and we'll have some guests, and we will get your fantasy lined up. Scott, get a little bit better. And that's pretty much it. Be a friend, tell a friend, folks. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you Sunday morning. Tanner, hit that outro. Let's
Bye.
have a weekend, folks.
One life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep, only scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.